Interior. Nicole's Mercedes, moving, day. Nicole drives in the street of Los Angeles. Exterior Nicole's Mercedes moving, day. Shot of Nicole's Mercedes driving in the street of Los Angeles. Exterior, Rodeo Drive, day. Nicole and Susie Kehoe walk down the street carrying shopping bags. Interior fashion store, day. Nicole and Susie Kehoe enter the store. Nicole looks at a beautiful red dress. Montage. Note, we see Nicole trying all kinds of beautiful dress. Nicole comes out of the dressing room wearing a red dress and shows the dress to Susie. Susie tells her she looks beautiful. We don't hear what they are saying due to the music on the soundtrack. Nicole comes out of the dressing room wearing a stylish blue dress and shows the dress to Susie. Susie doesn't like it. Nicole doesn't like it either. Nicole comes out of the dressing room wearing a beautiful light pink dress. She looks alluring, but Susie doesn't like it. She tells her that it doesn't go with her style, even though Nicole loves the dress. Nicole comes out of the dressing room wearing a striking yellow dress. Susie tells her that is a no-no. Nicole comes out of the dressing room wearing a splendid gold dress. She looks glamorous. Susie likes the dress, but Nicole thinks it's too cheechy. Nicole comes out of the dressing room wearing a beautiful white dress. She looks an angel. Susie likes the dress, but she is not sure if that goes with Nicole's mood. It is too pure. She wants her to be bad. Nicole comes out of the dressing room wearing a suggestive black dress. She looks sensual. Susie is awestruck. She tells her that she looks sexy. Nicole loves the dress. She looks at herself in the mirror. Nicole, voiceover, white is my favorite color. White flowers, white cat, white interior design. But when it comes to dress or men, I prefer black. People react differently when they see me in black dress. They think I look sexy. I won't lie to you, I felt sexy too. Exterior Paris, day-night. We see important landmarks in series cuts: Eiffel Tower, Louvre Museum, the Cathedral of Notre Dame, Luxembourg Gardens, Arc de Triomphe, Seine River, Versailles Palace, Musée d'Orsay, and others. And an overhead shot of Paris at night. Interior restaurant, night. OJ and Nicole, who is wearing the black dress, sit at a table. It's a fancy restaurant. We see a couple of customers in the background. OJ and Nicole are having red wines. OJ, happy second wedding anniversary. OJ gives Nicole a small box. Nicole opens the box. There are a pair of beautiful diamond earrings. Nicole is speechless, but she plays it cool. Nicole, you were supposed to give me cotton for second wedding anniversary. It is a tradition, but I will take the earrings. They are splendid. Nicole removes her earrings that she was wearing and puts the diamonds earrings. Nicole, how do I look? OJ, you always look beautiful with or without earrings. It makes no difference to me. Nicole, so why did you buy me a pair of earrings if it would make no difference to you? OJ, I thought that you would be happy. I mean, I don't buy gifts to make you look attractive or to make myself feel important. I buy gifts to show you that I care about your feelings more than mine. Nicole, what are my feelings? OJ, I don't get it. Nicole, you said you care about my feelings more than yours. Tell me what my feelings are. OJ, is that a tricky question? Nicole, what make you think it is a tricky question? OJ, it's because you have a lot of beautiful feelings. I don't know where to start. Nicole, you can start with how I feel about you. OJ, that is not up to me to tell you about feelings that you have for me. You are the one who is supposed to tell me how you feel about me. Nicole, I am not going to let you off the hook easily. You have already said that I had a lot of beautiful feelings, and you don't know where to start. Just tell me beautiful feelings that you think I have. OJ, what I meant by feelings is personality. You have a lot of quality personality, Nicole. Such as? OJ. To begin with, you are a loving, caring, most romantic, and passionate human being. I am happy to have you in my life. When you love someone, you love hard. You don't hold back your feelings. You give yourself to that person completely, 100%. I admire that about you. You are kind, warm, and affectionate. You put others before yourself. Plus, you are a wonderful mother. The best ever. Nicole, what about you? How do you feel about me? I want you to make your feelings towards me abundantly clear. OJ, I can talk about my feelings towards you on and on. There will be no ending. But one thing I can tell you about my feelings towards you is I love you from the bottom of my heart. Every time I look at you, you make me burn with beautiful desire. I just want to make love to you till my heart stops or explodes inside my body. She smiles in beauty. Nicole, I know you are romantic, but I didn't know you were that romantic. OJ, I had my moments. Nicole, anyhow, thanks for the earrings. They are beautiful. They mean a lot to me. OJ, if you are happy, that all it matters. Nicole, I am happy. OJ, In that case, that all it matters. Nicole. Are you happy for me? OJ. I am always happy for you. Your smile means everything to me. It continues to burn the lantern in my heart like how the sun burns helium, and turn the darkness in my soul into light. Nicole. Do you find me sexy? OJ. What kind of question is that? You are the sexiest woman alive, period. Out of nowhere, she produces her underwear and holds it up in four fingers seductively. Nicole. I want you to make love to me till I lose feelings in my vagina. It is now or never. She throws her underwear at him. OJ puts it in his pocket. He looks at the waiter, who is standing at bar. OJ. Waiter. The waiter looks at him. OJ, check please, the waiter. I will be with you in a minute. He walks toward the cashier. Nicole. Don't pay them anything. Let's just leave. OJ. Are you sure? They will arrest us. Nicole. I can't wait. I am on heat. She gets up. OJ. Okay, let's get out of here. OJ gets up too. He takes out $300 of his wallet, puts it on the table and gives her his hand. She takes it. OJ and Nicole walk toward the exit holding hands. On the soundtrack, Shake You Down by Georgie Abbott plays melodiously. Interior Paris Hotel, Sweet Night. OJ and Nicole make love. Interior Louvre Museum Day. OJ and Nicole visit Louvre Museum, looking at various paintings. She is wearing a Walkman. She is also carrying a camera. She photographs OJ. On the soundtrack, Shake You Down continues to play melodiously. OJ takes the camera from her hand and photographs her too. She gives him a couple of sexy poses like a supermodel while dancing with Shake You Down. OJ asks her what she is listening to. She puts the earphones on his head and lets him hear the song. OJ couldn't help himself dancing. He gives her back the earphones. Nicole puts it on. They continue to visit the museum. Interior Paris Hotel, Sweet Night. OJ and Nicole continue to make love. Interior the Cathedral of Notre Dame, Day. OJ and Nicole look around. They stand at the chapel and talk between soft kisses. OJ then points at St. Mary's statue in the chapel and says something humorous. She smiles in beauty and hits him playfully. She tells him something. He says something. We don't hear what they are saying due to the music on the soundtrack. They laugh at each other jokes and continue to visit the church. Interior Paris Hotel, Sweet Night. OJ and Nicole continue to make love. Exterior Luxembourg Gardens Day. OJ and Nicole kiss at the Luxembourg Garden. Interior Paris Hotel, Sweet Night. OJ and Nicole continue to make love. Interior Jazz Bar Night. OJ and Nicole dance slow with Shake You Down. We see a jazz band in the background. They are playing Shake You Down. Interior Paris Hotel, Sweet Night. OJ and Nicole continue to make love. Interior OJ's office day. OJ sits at his office, looking at a document. OJ, voiceover. I was always coming up with a new idea. I just don't like to sit and do nothing. Whether it was movie or business or commercial, I voiced my opinions. I learned about the works going on around me. I took the initiative at work. I was involved in various projects. There was money to be made. And I made a lot of money. OJ calls his assistant, Kathy Randa. Kathy walks to the office. OJ, fax this to Donald Trump. OJ gives her a file. She nods her head and walks away. OJ grabs a script, Naked Gun, and begins to read it. Interior. Rockingham today. Nicole cooks dinner, spaghetti and classic chicken salad. She is 5 months pregnant. Michelle, housekeeper, tries to assist her. Nicole, I got it. I just need you to cut the onion. Don't touch anything. Michelle is a little bit disappointed. She begins to cut the onion. Nicole tastes the food. She quickly spits the food in the trash can. Nicole squeezes her cheek to see if her face is fat. It's a little bit chubby. Michelle, you haven't eaten anything today. It is not good for the baby. Nicole, it is none of your business whether I ate anything or not, Michelle. I am not hungry. Michelle gets silent and continues to cut the onion. Gigi, a babysitter, plays with Sydney, too, in the living room. Interior Rockingham kitchen. Minutes later, Nicole lights a cigarette and begins to smoke while cooking. Michelle, I don't mean to get your case, but smoking is bad for the baby. If Mr. Simpson finds out that you are smoking, he is going to be upset. Nicole, fuck him. He is not the boss of me. Michelle, why don't you wait? You could always smoke after you give birth to the baby. It is not safe. Nicole, why are you always trying to get on my nerve, Michelle? Didn't I tell you it is not your business? Nicole, voiceover. I knew I was wrong. I was taking my frustration out on her. Her energy and my energy just didn't get along. She was one of my least favorite persons in the world. Nicole walks to the living room, sits at the coffee table, and watches Sydney playing with a doll. Nicole turns the TV on and watches basketball. The Lakers versus Boston Celtics. The Lakers calls timeout. They go to commercial. Here comes OJ in Hertz commercial. She watches it with a soft smile. It is a 15 seconds commercial. It is over. She turns off the TV, gets up and goes to upstairs. Nicole enters the bedroom. She takes out a beautiful gold dress from her closet and places it on the bed. Nicole removes her clothes and puts on the gold dress. She looks at her image in the mirror. She doesn't like what she sees. She applies makeups on her face. Nicole, voiceover. I didn't like what I was looking at in the mirror, but this time I didn't feel insecure. I was happy with Sydney. I brought a beautiful girl into this world. I knew I had to sacrifice my body once again. I wish the weight didn't go to my face, but it did. It showed on my face. I knew OJ loved me. He loved me because I was beautiful. I thought if he saw something that he didn't like, he would go out and have an affair. I loved children, but I dreaded pregnancy. I didn't recognize myself when I became pregnant. I blamed it on OJ because he was the one who got me pregnant, so to speak, but sometimes I didn't like the look in his eyes. It could have been my imagination or insecurity, whatever it was, but I didn't get the attention I deserved. To have me for better or worse, as long as we shall live. This time, it didn't have to be romantic. I wasn't in the mood for till death do us part. I didn't feel sexy. But OJ had been fair to me for some reason. He treated me wonderful. I was the one who was whining. My body was going through changes. Exterior Rockingham. Sunset. OJ comes driving through the gate and parks his car next to the house. OJ gets out of the car with flowers and walks toward the house. Interior Rockingham, living room, sunset. Sydney continues to play with Gigi. OJ walks to the living room. Sydney, Daddy. She walks toward him to hug her father. OJ, puppy voice. Hey, princess. OJ puts the flowers on the coffee table, picks up his daughter and kisses her on the lips. OJ. Puppy voice. How are you? Sydney, good. OJ, puppy voice. Daddy is going to a party tonight. You are going to spend the night with Gigi. Okay, she will make you ice cream. He puts Sydney on the floor. OJ, Nicole, we are late, we have to go. Nicole comes down the stairs and enters the living room. Nicole, I am not going. OJ, what do you mean you are not going? Nicole, I don't feel like going. OJ, how come? Nicole, no reason, I just don't feel like going. OJ, I promised Bob and Chris we were going to be there. They expect us to show up any minute. It's Courtney's birthday. Chris will get mad at you. Nicole, I don't care. I want to be home with my daughter. If I can't take her with me, I won't go. OJ, I told you that we are going to Club Fame after the party. We don't have time to come back, drop Sydney, and go to the club. It is too far. It is opening night. You will meet people in the industry. There are going to be a lot of famous actors, directors, and producers. Nicole, why should I care? I am not a movie star. I am a full-time mother. OJ, okay, we will take Sydney with us. Come on, let's go. Nicole, no, I don't want to go. OJ, why is that? Nicole, I don't feel like it. Just tell Chris that I have stomach flu. I couldn't make it. OJ, you don't have stomach flu, do you? Nicole, no, I don't. I just want to be home. It's peaceful here. I feel more relaxed and calmer. I find inner peace and happiness in the chaos. OJ, you have to go out and have fun sometimes, Nick. You can't hide from yourself. Nicole, what does that mean, I can't hide from myself? What do you have in mind? OJ, I am just saying if anything is bothering you, you should tell me. We will talk about it. I know you think that you have gained weight, but you are pregnant. It is normal. You still look gorgeous. Nicole, I just want to be left alone. You go by yourself. I am tired. I will spend the night with Sydney here. She walks up to Sydney. Nicole, to Gigi. Did you feed her anything? Gigi, no, I didn't. You said not to feed her anything. Nicole, it is good. Don't feed her anything unless I tell you so. I will feed her myself. Nicole takes Sydney's hand. They go to the kitchen. OJ. Anyway, Nick, I have to go. I will see you later. OJ walks toward the exit. Interior OJ's Bentley moving. Sunset. OJ drives in the street of Los Angeles. OJ, voiceover. Nicole and I fought about a lot of things. But the good times outweighed the bad times. Less than 0.9% bad versus 99.1% good. To be honest, I don't know if it's worth to talk about it. But you can kiss a girl a million times. It is not going to change anything. People would still say that you are not Romeo. But if you spit on her face just once, you will become a villain. People see you as a criminal. Not only the spit wipes out a million kiss that you gave her, but it would also tear down your heart. The spit doesn't have to be saliva. It could mean cheating. On the soundtrack, Faith by George Michael plays melodiously. Exterior OJ's Bentley, moving, sunset. OJ continues to drive in the street of Los Angeles. Interior club fame night. People dance on the dance floor. Most of them are movie stars. OJ stands by the bar mingling with two movie actors, Tony and Bridget. A girl named Tawny Kitane stands across the bar sipping martini. She is checking out OJ. OJ catches her eyes. She gives him an alluring smile. He returns her smile politely. Bridget has few drinks. She excuses OJ, pulls Tony's hand, takes him to the dance floor, and dances with him. OJ is left alone. Tawny Kitane approaches him and strikes up a conversation. We don't hear what they are saying due to the music on the soundtrack. They seem to be connecting. He is attracted to her. She is drawn to him. Tawny Kitane touches his hand in seduction. OJ says nothing. Interior hospital, Nicole's room, day. Nicole sits on the sofa. Infant Jason, whom Nicole just gave birth, sleeps on the bed. Interior hospital, hallway, day. OJ walks down the hallway with his 3-year daughter Sydney. He is recording the event with a handheld camera. OJ, talking to his daughter with puppy voice. There is the hospital. We are going to go this hospital and pick Mammy and Justin Simpson. OJ and his daughter enter the room. Int hospital, Nicole's room, day. Nicole looks at them. Nicole. Hi. OJ, puppy voice. There is Mammy. Sydney walks up to her mother. OJ. Puppy voice. There is Mammy. Sydney. Hi. Nicole. Hi. She gets up halfway. Her knee is still on the sofa. She changes her mind and sits on the sofa with her knees, and points out Justin to Sydney. Sydney walks up to Justin. She is happy to see him. OJ, puppy voice. Are you ready to go home, Mammy? Nicole, I am so ready to go home. I was looking at the window waiting for you guys. Sydney climbs the bed to kiss Justin. Nicole points at them. Nicole, look. Sydney kisses the baby. Cut 2. Nicole is holding the camera. She records OJ, who is carrying Justin in his arm. OJ. Looking at the camera. August 10th, 1988. Daddy looked pretty handsome at 41, doesn't he? Nicole doesn't help but smile. She puts down the camera, gets closer and kisses him. He kisses her too. Interior Rockingham, day. It is Sydney's 3rd year's birthday. Nicole puts the birthday cake on the table. There are a lot of kids in the room, including little Kim and her sisters. Kris Kardashian sits on the sofa, keeping an eye on Rob Kardashian, 1.5, who is playing with a toy nearby. Close friends and relatives attend the party. OJ stands in the back, carrying baby Justin, 2.5 months. AC is next to OJ, playing with the baby, making funny faces and trickling the baby's chest with his forefinger, and saying sweet things. AC, to OJ. I hear things. It is not good. OJ. What did you hear? AC, people talk. I just don't like it. OJ, what are they saying? AC, nothing. OJ, tell me what they are actually saying. I am curious. AC, I don't know. I don't want to be involved in your life. It's not my business. Nicole loves you. Just don't break her heart. AC continues to play with baby Justin. OJ, did Nicole say anything? AC, I don't know. AC makes a funny face. Baby Justin smiles. AC, you have a beautiful family. Don't ruin it. OJ says nothing. Sydney is playing with her friends near the kitchen. Nicole lights the candles, 3, and looks for Sydney. Nicole, where's the birthday girl? She finds her right away. Nicole, come, make wish, blow out the candles, and cut your cake. Sydney walks up the cake. Her friends follow her. Dennis is there standing nearby. Dennis. In America, kids don't usually cut the cake. They just make a wish and blow the candles. The mother cuts the cake and gives the cakes to the children. Nicole. That's not how we celebrate birthday in this house. We do it how we used to do it. She will make a wish, blow out the candle, and cut the cake like a wedding. It is tradition. To Sydney, you have to blow out the candle before you cut the cake. Sydney prepares to blow out the cake. Nicole. Happy birthday to you. They all say happy birthday to you. Sydney blows out the candles. They clap their hands. Nicole gives her the knife. Nicole, cut the cake. Sydney cuts the cake. They clap their hands again. Nicole cuts a piece of cake and puts it in a plate. Nicole, birthday girl gets the first piece. Nicole gives the cake to Sydney. Sydney takes it. Nicole cuts the cake to pieces and gives cakes to the first 4 kids. Nicole then cuts a piece for herself, puts the cake on a plate, and gives the knife to Arnell. Nicole, cut the cake and give each guest a plate. There is more cake in the refrigerator. It is enough for everybody. Nicole takes a piece with a fork and tastes it. It is delicious. She grabs the plate, walks up to OJ, takes a piece of a cake with her fork, and feeds him. OJ eats from her fork. Nicole. It is delicious, isn't it? OJ. It is delicious, but it is not as delicious as you. Nicole. Nothing is as delicious as me. That is why you keep licking me. They all smile. Nicole kisses him. OJ kisses her too. OJ. You are teaching Justin to be bad. Now, he is going to start licking pussy before he turns 10. Nicole hits him playful. Nicole, that is vulgar. He is 2 months. He doesn't understand anything. She feeds OJ cake with the fork again. OJ eats the cake. OJ, to the baby. Puppy voice. You understand everything, don't you? The baby smiles. OJ, you see, he understands everything. AC, tell her that Justin understands that his mother is freak. AC, playing along. He understands that his mother is a beautiful and kind woman. That's why he had stayed 10 months in her belly instead of 9. Nicole, how do you know that he stayed 10 months in my belly? Did you talk to the doctor? AC. It is a compliment. I just made it up now. They all smile. Nicole feeds OJ more cake. OJ eats the cake. OJ. I wouldn't blame him if he stayed 10 months in her belly. It is one of the most comfortable places in her body. Next to her heart. He doesn't have to do anything but sleep like a bird in its nest. But something tells me that he is wild at heart like his mother. He would have burst out of her belly and flew away if he stayed in her womb more than 9 months. Nicole smiles in beauty. Nicole, where is he going to fly away? She feeds him a piece of cake. OJ eats the cake. OJ to the Bahamas. It is a beautiful island. We will go there for his birthday. She feeds him the last piece. OJ eats the cake. OJ, I ate everything. You didn't have any. Nicole, I have to lose the baby fat. OJ, you look sexy. You lost all the fat in 2 months. It is amazing. Nicole, I still have to lose some. I can feel it on my face. OJ, why do you put a lot of pressure on yourself? You are the finest woman in the house. Nicole, I just want to take care of myself. When I am thin, I feel sexy. That is all. I will be right back. Sydney is carrying a knife. Sydney is trying to cut the cake with the knife. Nicole walks up to Sydney and takes the knife from her hand. Nicole, don't you ever touch a knife again. You will cut yourself. Sydney, I want more cake. Nicole, just ask. Nicole cuts the cake, places it on a plate, and gives her the cake. She grabs the knife, walks to the kitchen, puts the knife in the sink, and returns to the living room. The guests continue to have good time, mingling with each other. Nicole runs into Dominique. Nicole, hi Minnie. Dominique, hi. They kiss on the cheeks. Dominique seems sad. Nicole, what is bothering you? Dominique, nothing. Nicole, tell me. It's me, Nicole. I won't tell anybody. Dominique, I hear voices in my head. Nicole, what voices? Dominique, I don't know. It could be my thoughts. I will be fine. Nicole, if you need anything, talk to me. Dominique, I am fine. It's just my mind playing tricks on me. Nothing serious. Nicole, okay. Enjoy the party. Nicole walks up to OJ. Nicole, give me the baby. I have to breastfeed him. She takes the baby from OJ's hands. She takes out her breast in front of everybody and begins to breastfeed baby Justin. OJ says nothing. Dennis approaches OJ and Nicole. Dennis, why was he carrying the baby? She is fucking with him. Nicole couldn't help but smile. OJ, he is my son. Dennis, you don't know anything about raising a baby. How many times did you change his diaper? OJ, I changed his diaper a couple days ago. Nicole, only 1 time. OJ, that is why we hired a babysitter to change diapers. Nicole, I don't need a babysitter to change diapers. I can do it by myself. I only need a babysitter to keep an eye on them when we go out. OJ, what is the point? You don't go out much. And when you go out, you want to bring the kids with you. Dennis, she doesn't want anything to happen to them. Plus, they have to see her favorite aunt in Laguna Beach. OJ, she took Sydney to a party. Nicole, it was not a party. It was a movie premiere. Dennis, Sydney is going to be a movie star, and Justin is going to be a football player. Not American football, a real football, soccer. West Germany almost won the World Cup in Mexico 2 years ago. They lost to Argentina and Diego Maradona. My cousins were upset. We came so close to beat them. Maradona is a cheater. He scored a goal with his hand. OJ, I don't understand that game. To me, it is boring. Only girls play soccer in America. Denise, it is big in Germany. My cousins, my grandparents, all they talk about is soccer. They went to Mexico to watch the games. OJ, I am going to take Nikki to Frankfurt for her birthday. She can bring the kids with her. We will watch soccer live. To Nicole, what is the best team in Germany? Nicole, I don't know. I don't follow football or soccer. I like basketball. OJ, okay, we will watch the Lakers courtside. Nicole, I am a Clippers fan. OJ, I am a Golden State's fan. We will go to the Staples Center when Clippers play Golden State. I will get you a Clippers jersey. I have a Golden State's jersey. If Clippers win, I will buy you tequila. If Golden State win, you treat me with classic martini. Nicole. She gets closer and kisses him while breastfeeding the baby. He gives her a kiss too. They continue to talk without a sound. Nicole, voiceover. I loved OJ more than he would ever know. But I didn't know OJ feels the same about me. Probably he was fucking some bimbo behind my back. He said he loved me, but he was not around when I needed him. The minster told him in our wedding that it is more important to have a life than to make a living. But OJ paid no attention to that. I knew that he had to put food on the table. But he didn't have to work like a slave. He had never made time for his family. Life is too short to go astray. One should spend quality time with someone that he or she loves. In my heart, I knew something wasn't right. There was a gossip that OJ was having an affair, but I continued to turn a deaf ear to the rumor. Why should they have the last laugh? I knew I would do anything to save my marriage. What God has put together, let no man or woman put asunder. Interior Mark's house, New Year party night. It is a New Year Eve. The house is crowded. The guests mingle with each other. Most of them are professional athletes, NFL players, having good time. OJ, Nicole, Marcus Allen, and his girlfriend Kathy sit at the far end of the room talking sport. OJ is drinking beer. Nicole has tequila. Marcus and Kathy drink whiskey. OJ. I like Bills' chance. But nobody is going to stop the 49 ERs this year. I will bet $1 million they are going to win the Super Bowl. Marcus. We will see about that. First, they have to beat the Vikings. OJ. They are going to spank the Vikings' asses, 40-10. Joe Montana is going to throw 5 touchdowns. This year's Super Bowl is going to be between 49 ERs and the Bills. I like the Bills. They had a strong season. They finished 12-4. Good for number 2 seed in the AFC. Still the best in NFL. They have the same record with number 1 seed the Cincinnati Bengals 12-4 in AFC and number 1 seed Chicago Bears in NFC 12-4. It does not matter. They are going to pass Houston easily 31-14 and beat Cincinnati 17-10 in a low-scoring affair. The Bengals have good defense, but the offense is going to come short against Bills. Kathy, what about San Francisco? They finished 10-6. They are a mediocre team. They are not going to pass the Bears. OJ, the Bears are pretenders. They got lucky against the Eagles. I don't trust their offense. It is good they have a solid defense, but offense have to step up. And even though they have a good defense, I don't believe they are going to stop dynamic duo, Jerry Rice and Joe Montana. My prediction is Niners 31, Bears 13. Nicole, what is your Super Bowl prediction? OJ, Niners 24 and Bills 21. Niners will win it with last-minute field goal. Kathy, I thought that you were Bills' fan. You played 7 years in Buffalo. OJ, I know that. But I am from San Francisco. I was a 49 ERs fan when I was a kid, and I've never stopped being a 49 ER fan. Plus, I played for Niners my last 2 years. To be honest, I don't care who win. I would be happy whoever win the Super Bowl. But in my heart, I slightly favor the Niners. Marcus, you were inducted to Hall of Fame because you played for Bills. It was not because you played for Niners. OJ, that has nothing to do with why I support Niners or the Bills. Like I said, I was born and raised in San Francisco. I had wonderful seasons in Buffalo, but my heart has never left San Francisco. It is still there, beating louder than a drum. Nicole is about to turn New Year. Nicole gets up. Nicole, come on, let's get champagne. She pulls OJ's arm. He stands up. They walk toward a waiter who is carrying champagnes on a tray. Nicole and OJ grab champagnes. They take a sip. Nicole, what is your New Year resolution? OJ, it is to be a good father to my children and the best husband to my wife. He gives her a kiss. She kisses him too. OJ, what's your New Year resolution? Nicole, it's same. It's to be the best wife to my husband and the sweetest mom to my children. OJ, you are the best wife to your husband and the sweetest mom to your children. That is not a resolution. A resolution is doing something new. For example, you smoke cigarette. If you say that you will quit smoking, that is a resolution. Nicole, okay, I will quit smoking. That's my New Year resolution. But I want you to promise me that you will spend more time with us than your friends. I want you to put your family first. You have to embrace the responsibility of being a father and a husband, OJ. I have always put my family first. I will take a bullet for you. I will always be there for the children. All I got in this world is my family. I will never let anyone or anything hurt you or Sydney or Justin. She smiles in beauty. He gives her a kiss. She kisses him too. They kiss more intimately. It's New Year countdown. The guests count 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1989. Happy New Year. OJ and Nicole kiss. The guests hug and kiss the loved ones. OJ greets his friends, shaking hands, hugging and all. Nicole exchanges faire la bise, kiss on the cheek with her friends. They all wish Happy New Year to each other. AC hugs OJ and wishes him Happy New Year. He kisses Nicole and wishes her Happy New too. They play Red Red Wine by UB40. The guests begin to dance. Nicole and OJ dance while sipping champagnes. OJ, voiceover. New Year Eve we had an amazing night. It couldn't have gone any better. I thought that I had the world on a string like Frank Sinatra. I was living the life. Business was good. I was making a lot of money. I was in control. Above everything, I was in love. Nicole completed me. I felt happy seeing her and being with her. We were raising two beautiful children. I was confident that nothing was going to come between us. We were meant to be together till death did us part. I just couldn't wait to make love to her and tell her that she meant the world to me. Nicole and OJ got closer and kisses French. Interior. Mark's house, New Year party, later. The party has died out. There are not a lot of people in the house. OJ sits on the sofa. He's a little bit drunk. Nicole lies on the sofa, resting her head on OJ's lap. OJ is playing with her hair, in romance. OJ. Are you drunk, baby? Nicole. No, I am not. I just got headache. OJ. It is dehydration. You should drink water. Nicole. I am not in the mood for water. I drank enough champagne. I have to go to the bathroom. She gets up. Nicole. I will be back. She heads to the bathroom. Interior Mark's house, bathroom night. Nicole takes a leak. She puts on her underwear and flashes the toilet. Nicole washes her hands, closes the faucet, and looks at her image in the mirror. Kathy enters the bathroom. She has few drinks. Kathy. I am sorry, I didn't know it was occupied. Nicole. No, it is not occupied. I am done. I was about to leave. Kathy looks at Nicole's earrings. Kathy? Those are beautiful earrings that you are wearing. Tawny Katane has the exact same earrings. Nicole says nothing. She exits the bathroom. Interior Mark's house, living room, night. OJ takes a sip from his whiskey. Nicole approaches him. She is not too happy. Nicole. I want to go home. OJ. What time is it? He looks at his watch. OJ. 2:30. Okay, let me finish this. Nicole grabs the whiskey and drinks everything. Nicole, let's go. OJ. Okay, princess. We are leaving. OJ gets up. Nicole is upset. OJ senses something. OJ, what's wrong, baby? Nicole, I don't want to talk about it. Let's just leave. They walk toward the exit. On the soundtrack, Every Little Step by Bobby Brown plays melodiously. Interior OJ's car, moving. Night. OJ is behind the wheel. Nicole sits in the passenger seat. They are driving in the street of Los Angeles. On the stereo, Every Little Step by Bobby Brown plays melodiously. OJ is singing. Nicole is quiet. OJ. This is a new song. It hasn't come out yet. The guy who wrote the song, La Reed, gave me the CD. It's a New Year gift for you, singing. Every little step I take, you will be there. Every little step I make, we'll be together. This is the best song to have sex. Actually, Sexual Healing by Marvin Gaye is one of the best songs to have sex. But this is new. OJ continues to sing. Nicole ignores him. Every Little Step plays by Bobby Brown on the soundtrack. Interior Rockingham, bedroom, night. OJ and Nicole are making out with kisses. Every Little Step continues to play on the soundtrack. OJ is in his underwear. Nicole is wearing bra and underwear. She is under. OJ is on top, caressing her neck. Nicole. Stop it. Stop it. She pushes him off. The music stops. OJ, what is it? Nicole, why did you do it? OJ, did what? Nicole, why did you give that bitch the same pair of earrings that looked like mine? OJ, I don't know what you are talking about. Nicole, I don't want to have sex with you. She gets up from the bed. Nicole, you are disgusting. OJ, what's going on? Nicole, I trusted you with all my heart and soul, but you continued to cheat on me. OJ, I don't understand, Nicole. What did I do? Nicole, loudly, Kathy said that you gave Tawny Katane the same pair of earrings that you gave me for my wedding anniversary. How dare you? That is ultimate betrayal. OJ, why don't you call Kathy and ask her if I am the one who gave Tawny Katane the earrings? Nicole, who else could it be? The whole world is talking about it. You are fucking her behind my back. I am not stupid. Why don't you just be a man and admit it? OJ, you are not thinking straight, Nicole. There is nothing between Tawny Katane and me. We are friends. Nicole, you fuck your friends. You are OJ. You don't give a fuck about anybody's feelings. You are a fucking whore. OJ. Just leave me alone, Nicole. I am tired. If you don't have sex, it is fine. But don't scream. The kids are sleeping. Nicole, leave the kids out of this. You are a cheater. I hope you die of sexually transmitted diseases and burn in hell. OJ ignores her. Nicole puts on sweatpants. Nicole, tell me you had sex with her. I just want to know the truth. I won't get mad at you. OJ, we will talk about it tomorrow. I am tired. I was going to make love to you. You looked happy, enchanting and all. Suddenly, you turned into a mental case. Nicole, I am not a mental case. I want to talk about it now. You had sex with her, didn't you? OJ, no, I didn't have sex with her. I've already told you. She is a friend. She wanted to do a movie with me, that's all. Nicole, what movie? A pornography. Did you fuck her in the ass? OJ, you are tripping, Nicole. I am exhausted. I want to go to sleep. Nicole, you are not going to sleep till you admitted that you had sex with her. You fucked her, didn't you? OJ, no, I didn't touch her. Nicole, yes, you touched her. She slaps him in the arm hard. OJ, I am running out of patience, Nicole. I want you out of this room. Nicole, I am not going anywhere till you tell me the truth. Did you have sex with her? OJ, no, I didn't. Nothing happened. Everything is in your head. Nicole, motherfucker. She slaps him on the arm again. Nicole, how is everything in my head? You cheated on me. She tries to slap him. He holds her hand. OJ, just get out. He forces her out. Nicole begins to scream. Nicole, let me go. Motherfucker, you are a fucking whore. Nicole refuses to leave. OJ continues to force the issue. OJ, I don't want you in this room. You are crazy. Nicole holds her ground, screaming and cursing. Nicole, you're hurting me. OJ manages to get her out of the bedroom. He closes the door. Nicole bangs the door as hard as she can. Boom, boom, boom. Interior Rockingham, Sydney's bedroom, night. Sydney, who is sitting on her bed, closes her ears with her fingers. Interior Rockingham, Justin's bedroom, night. Justin is crying. Gigi enters the room, walks up to Justin's bed, picks him up and paces up and down to quiet him. Gigi, it is going to be okay, don't cry. Off screen, Nicole's knock OJ's door hard. Boom, 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 boom. Justin continues to cry. Gigi holds the baby closer and slowly exits the room. Interior Rockingham, night. Michelle walks toward the commotion and stands at the bottom of the staircase. Gigi, holding the baby, walks down the staircase, passes Michelle, crosses the living room and enters the kitchen. Gigi, carrying Justin, continues to pace up and down while telling him it's going to be all right. Interior Rockingham, upstairs, night. Nicole continues to bang the door. OJ ignores her. Nicole storms into the bathroom, opens a drawer, and looks for a spare key. It is not there. She turns around without looking. Her head hit the corner of the door. She looks at it in the mirror. It hurts, but it doesn't look that bad for now. Interior Rockingham, night. Nicole walks downstairs. Michelle stands aside. Nicole crosses the living room and enters the kitchen. She is mad. She ignores Gigi and the baby. Nicole opens the drawer, grabs a spare key, and heads upstairs. Nicole comes to the bedroom and opens the door with the spare key. OJ gets up from the bed. OJ, get out. Nicole grabs the phone and calls 911. OJ forces her out of the bed. Nicole screams. She slaps him on the arm. OJ pushes her. She continues to scream, fighting. OJ hangs up the phone. OJ, get out of this room. He carries her out of the room, takes the other key, and closes the door. Nicole bangs the door harder. OJ ignores the bang. Nicole continues to bang the door. OJ, stop it, Nicole. Are you trying to break the door? Nicole, open the fucking door. Motherfucker. I have to get my clothes. I am leaving you. OJ, you will take them in the morning. Stop banging the door. She hits the door harder. Nicole, open it, motherfucker. OJ, ignore her. Nicole is upset. She takes the staircase down, opens the door and steps out. Exterior Rockingham, night. It is slightly raining. Nicole sees if the police show up. They haven't showed up yet. She walks down the house. Another bad luck. She slips and falls on her side. She continues to cry. Nicole picks herself up and waits for the police in the rain to show up. Michelle is standing at the door. She is afraid to talk to Nicole. Exterior Rockingham. Minutes later, Nicole continues to wait for the cops. They finally show up. She sees blue and red flashing from a near distance. Nicole walks to the gate, Rockingham. The police car drives by the house, turns on Ashford, and parks the car next to the mansion. Officer John Edwards, a training officer, who is behind the wheel, and a rookie officer named Patricia Molesky, who is in the passenger seat, get out of the car and walk up to the gate. Ashford. Officer John Edward presses the code box. Nicole walks toward the Ashford gate. Officer Edwards, on the speaker box. I am here on a 911 call. A woman had placed a 911 call saying that she was been bitten. I want to speak to her. Michelle, off screen. There is no problem. It is a misunderstanding. Nicole, who is wet and crying, comes to the gate. Officer Edwards looks at her in shock. Nicole opens the gate and exits the house. Nicole, he is going to kill me. She falls in his arms. He holds her dearly. Nicole, can't. He is going to kill me. Officer Edwards, who is going to kill you? Nicole. OJ, Officer Edwards. Who is OJ? The football player. Nicole, yes, OJ Simpson, the football player. I want you to arrest him. He is trying to kill me. Nicole is wet. She is shivering. Officer Edwards. Okay, Mom, we will arrest him. It is raining. You will catch cold. Opens the door. Get in the car. Nicole, I want him arrested right now. Officer Edwards, I got everything under control. I want you stay out of the rain. If you don't, you will catch pneumonia. Officer Molesky, wait, let me give her my coat. Patricia removes her coat and gives Nicole the police jacket. Nicole puts the coat on and gets in the police car. Officer Molesky gets in the passenger seat and takes a report. The camera stays with Officer Edwards. Officer Edwards, on the radio, we got 243 in Rockingham 360. OJ Simpson just beat his wife. She has bruises on her face. Her clothes are dirty. Cut to, Michelle approaches the gate. Officer Edwards looks at her. Officer Edwards. Where is Mr. Simpson? Michelle. There is nothing going on. They just had an argument. Officer Edwards, stay out of this. I want to speak to Mr. Simpson. Officer Edwards exchanges a couple of codes with the officers at the station. Nicole continues to give report to Officer Molesky. Cut to, OJ comes to the gate. OJ, what are you guys doing here? Officer Edwards, she said that you beat her. OJ. That woman is crazy. I didn't touch her. Nicole gets out of the car. Officer Molesky gets out of the car too. Nicole, shouting at OJ, motherfucker, you are going to pay for this. Officer Edwards stands in front of Nicole. Officer Edwards, calm down, we will take care of it. Officer Molesky gets between Nicole and OJ, holds Nicole aside and keeps her at bay. OJ, keep her away from me. Nicole pushes Officer Molesky out of her way. Nicole, my baby, I need to see Justin. He was crying. OJ, leave him alone. There are 2 women in the house. They will take care of him. Nicole. Officer, I want you to arrest that man. I need to be with my children. I want to go inside the house. Officer Edwards, you should pack your staff and leave him. OJ. Wait a minute. Who are you to tell my wife to leave her home? You are supposed to diffuse the tension, instead of adding fuel to the fire. Officer Edwards, you are under arrest for spousal battery under California Penal Code Section 243. OJ, I didn't do anything. Officer Edwards, you beat your wife. She has bruises on her face. You are coming with us. OJ, I was just trying to get her out of the bedroom. I didn't touch her. Officer Edwards, she said you beat her. I am arresting you for spousal battery and under California Penal Code Section 243. OJ, this is a family matter. My wife and I had a disagreement. That is all. You are a police officer. Why are you in a hurry to put an end to a loving marriage? You are supposed to play a peacemaker instead of an instigator. Officer Edwards, she said that you hit her, OJ. I have no choice but to arrest you. OJ, I can't believe that you guys are arresting me for this. I didn't touch her. I only removed her out of my bedroom. Officer Edwards, put on your cloth, OJ. You have to get dressed. My supervisor will be here in any minute. OJ. Okay. OJ turns around and walks toward the house. Michelle passes by OJ halfway and walks to the gate. Michelle opens the gate and approaches the police car. Nicole opens the door and gets out. Nicole, keep an eye on Justin. Is he still crying? Michelle, no. He stopped crying. Gigi is playing with him. Nicole, I am going to police station. Keep an eye on the children. Michelle, why are you doing this, Nicole? You started it. Mr. Simpson said that he is sorry, holds her hand. Let's just go inside. Nicole yanks her hand away. Nicole, don't touch me. Leave me alone. I want him out of this house. Officer Edwards, leave her alone. She is coming with us. He puts Nicole back in a police car. Officer Edwards. To Michelle, go inside, or I will arrest you too. Michelle. Nothing happened in the house. They were just shouting at each other. I saw everything. Officer Edwards. What did I say? Beat it or you will be arrested for obstruction of justice. Michelle enters the property, closes the gate, and heads toward the main house. A backup pulls up behind the police car. Exterior Rockingham. Minutes later. OJ exits the house in a sport outfit, gets in his Bentley, starts the car, drives slowly, exits through the Rockingham gate, and drives away before the devil knows that he is gone. Interior. OJ's Bentley. Night. OJ looks at the rearview mirror to see if the police are following him. He is not really speeding, he is going with a steady speed. But he makes sure that he is not driving in a major street. He makes a turn in a small street and continues to get away. OJ voiceover. I don't know what Catherine told her that night, but Nicole was upset. She got mad every now and then, but I had never seen her distraught like that night. Catherine must have told her that I gave Tawny Katane a pair of earrings that was similar to hers. She felt betrayed. That started the fight. But the story would eventually change over time. Officer Edwards testified in my trial that I had 2 women in my bedroom. I kicked Nicole out of the bed and had sex with one of them. The 2 women that Officer Edwards were referring to were Michelle and the babysitter Gigi. That didn't piss me off. Later, they wrote Nicole's biography on Wikipedia. They said that Nicole caught me in the bedroom, having sex with 2 women based on Officer Edwards' false testimony. That was ridiculous. I don't know who said it, but someone said if you repeat a lie often enough, it will become the truth. It seems that nobody cares about the truth. And as long as it fits the narrative, they will continue to spread lies about you. What's more disappointing is even Denise, Nicole's sister, who took the pictures of Nicole 2 days later, said that Nicole told her the reason we got into a fight on New Year's Eve was because I had given another girl a pair of earrings that looked just like hers. It was in her civil case deposition, but Wikipedia didn't bother to do fact-checking and correct the mistake. When tabloids do it, you understand why they are doing it. It is because a lie sells more than the truth. But when a major information company like Wikipedia do it, you don't know who to believe anymore. But that is another story. I will get back to it later. Now I had to find a place to lie low. Exterior Alan's house night. An established shot of Alan's house in Brentwood. OJ comes to the house driving and parks the car next to the house. OJ gets out of the car, walks to the gate and rings the bell. Security speaker. OJ. Alan, it is me, OJ. Open the door. Alan steps out of the house, opens the gate, and lets OJ in. Alan, what the fuck is going on? OJ. The police are looking for me. I have to lie low. Alan, why are they after you? OJ, for no reason. Jerry, what did you do? OJ. I didn't do anything. They enter the house. Interior Alan's house. Night. Alan and OJ come to the living room. Jerry. So, why are they looking for you? OJ, to arrest me. Jerry. Why are they arresting you? OJ. I don't know, man. Maybe they don't like me. I am OJ, America's Most Wanted. Everybody wants a piece of me. Jerry. You got to tell me, OJ. What did you do? OJ. Nicole and I had a fight. She called 911. I just took off. I am tried. I need to get some sleep. OJ sits on the sofa. Alan, I will get you a blanket. I will be right back. Alan heads upstairs, leaving OJ in the living room. OJ, voiceover. I brought this to myself. I shouldn't have cheated on her. She deserved better. Interior Police Station, morning. Officer Edwards takes the picture of Nicole with a Polaroid camera. Nicole's forehead in the right side is swallowing. Officer Edwards makes sure he got that in the camera. He has taken 3 pictures. Nicole seems fine. Nicole, I want to go home. I have to be with the children. Officer Edwards, why don't you wait here for a couple of minutes and see if it is safe to return to your house? OJ is in the loose. Nicole, I am not afraid of him. He is a loser. I have to feed my son. He hasn't eaten anything. And my daughter had heard us screaming. She didn't get sleep. I have to go back to the house and see if they are all right. Officer Edwards, what is the girl's name? Is it Michelle? She will look after them. We have to take you to hospital. Your head is banged up. Nicole, I am fine. I just want to go home. I will take a taxi. Officer Edwards, we will take you home. No need to call a taxi. Nicole, I want to go home right now. Officer Edwards, I am waiting my partner. She is Rookie. I am training her. We will leave as soon as she shows up. They wait for Officer Malewski. There is a long pause. Officer Edwards, why did OJ hit you? Nicole, I confronted him about some girl that he was fucking behind my back. He got mad and hit me. Officer Edwards, don't worry. We will find him and arrest him. He can't hide. Everybody knows who he is. Exterior Rockingham, morning. Officer Edwards and Officer Malewski drop Nicole at her house. Nicole gets out of the police car and enters the mansion. Interior Rockingham, morning. Nicole climbs the staircase, reaches the top, and walks to Justin's room. Gigi is holding Justin. Nicole, did he cry? She takes Justin from Gigi. Gigi, just a little bit. He is fine now. Nicole, why didn't you put him to bed? Gigi, he was sleeping. He just woke up a few minutes ago. Nicole, you didn't feed him anything, did you? Gigi, no, I didn't feed him anything. Nicole, poor thing, he is hungry. Nicole breastfeeds Justin. Gigi, are you all right? Nicole, I am fine. Where is Michelle? Gigi, she is downstairs in the kitchen. Nicole heads to the kitchen. Nicole takes the staircase down, walks down the living room, and enters the kitchen, carrying her baby. But Michelle is not there. Nicole, Michelle! She calls for her. At the same time, Nicole opens the top drawer and grabs baby cereal. Michelle enters the kitchen. Michelle, what is it? Nicole, where is the other baby lunch chair? The blue one. Michelle, it is in the back. Nicole, referring to a red toddler chair. Take this. And bring me that one. Michelle grabs the red toddler chair and walks toward the background. Nicole makes cereal while carrying the baby. Gigi enters the kitchen. Nicole, did you get sleep? Gigi shakes her head no. Nicole, go get some sleep. I don't need you. Gigi, good day. Nicole, see you. Gigi leaves the kitchen and exits through back door. The camera stays with Nicole. She continues to make cereal while pacing up and down to keep the kid from crying. Michelle returns with a blue toddler chair. Nicole puts the baby in the toddler chair, sits on a chair, and begins to feed him. At the door, AC enters. He walks to the kitchen. Nicole looks at him. Michelle leaves the kitchen. AC. Hi, Nick. Nicole. Hi. AC. Are you all right? Nicole. I am fine. AC. What happened? Nicole. I don't want to talk about. AC. Did he hit you? Nicole. I don't want to talk about it. AC. Did you get in a fight with him? Nicole. Didn't you hear me say that I did want to talk about it? AC. I am here to help. Nicole. AC. I want to be left alone. I am fine. OJ enters the house in the background and walks up to the kitchen. AC. What are you doing here? OJ. I just want to have few words with her. Nicole. I want you to leave the house or I will call the police. OJ. I am sorry, Nick. I didn't mean to get physical with you. Nicole grabs the phone. Nicole. If you don't live now, I will dial 911. OJ turns around and walks toward the living room. The camera stays with Nicole, the baby, and AC. AC. How are you holding up? Nicole. I am fine. I just want to be left alone. She is upset. Interior Rockingham, bedroom, staircase morning. OJ grabs a gift bag from his closet and exits the room. OJ takes the stairs down, opens the door, and leaves the house. Exterior Rockingham, morning. OJ walks toward the gate. Ashford opens the gate and exits the property. OJ walks down the street. OJ, voiceover. I was in panic mode. Not only didn't I want to spend the night in jail, but I also didn't want Nicole to find out about the earrings that I gave to Tawny Katane. I had to hide the bag. He walks a block and climbs the fence of his neighbor's house. In doing so, he drops a car key. OJ puts the bag in an empty trash can and climbs out of the house. OJ walks to a Mercedes-Benz. He searches for the key. It is not in his packet. Now, he is super panic. If the police see him, they will arrest him. Yet, OJ collects his composure and decides to walk to Alan's house. OJ. Voiceover. The police are looking for me. I knew I dropped the key nearby, but I was planning to go back and look for it. It wasn't safe, so I decided to walk to Alan's house. It was about 1.5 miles. It was a long walk. I thought that I needed the walk. It was exercise. It is slightly raining. OJ continues to walk down the street. On the soundtrack, music plays. OJ is wary. OJ, voiceover. I had to be cautious. I am a fugitive of the law. In this country, nobody cares what you have to say. It was her word against mine. I had a feeling there were cops on my tail. I needed to get out of the street as fast as I could. I didn't want to get caught, with my pants down. I began to jog. OJ begins to jog. On the soundtrack, music plays melodiously. After he runs a couple of blocks, he begins to walk normal. OJ, voiceover. Maybe it wasn't a good idea to run in Brentwood. If they saw a black man running in a white neighborhood, someone would pick up a phone and call 911. I know what you are thinking. OJ is not black. OJ is extraterrestrial. Some people thought I was from another planet at my peak. Nonetheless, I am not Kunta Kinte or Frederick Douglass or Muhammad Ali or Jackie Robinson or Malcolm X. I am not Aristotle either, or Julius Caesar, or Leonardo da Vinci, or William Shakespeare, or Albert Einstein, or Jesus Christ. I am O.J. Simpson. I don't believe the color of your skin makes it different. What make a difference is your actions. However, at that moment, what I believed was not important. It was irrelative. We weren't living in a perfect world. Someone said change doesn't happen overnight. There were people who felt animosity toward black people. Like Officer John Edwards. I thought he was a racist. He told Nicole that she shouldn't be with me. He just met me. He didn't even ask Michelle what had happened that night. He had already made up his mind to arrest me for no reason. OJ continues to walk down the sidewalk. He is sweating. But the weather cools him down. It continues to rain slightly. Interior Rockingham, living room, day. Nicole paces up and down carrying the baby. She is trying to put Justin to sleep. Nicole, voiceover. I wasn't upset because OJ threw me out of the bed. In fact, I would rather he hit me than cheat on me. Any woman who married a man for love would say the same. Physical pain would go away the next day, but emotional pain stays with you longer. It leaves an ugly scar in your soul. A woman's pride lies on how she satisfies her man. She wants to make him always want her more. It is not a competition, but it is a challenge. She has to keep her husband interested in her as long as she can. If not till they both shall live. I felt betrayed. I couldn't believe that he gave her the same earrings that he gave me. Marriage should be built on love, commitment, respect, and trust. I felt OJ didn't love me. He took me for granted. He didn't commit. He didn't give all his time and effort to be around me or his family. When you commit, you're supposed to stay with one person and you are supposed to support that person completely and unconditionally. That's what marriage is all about. Giving yourself to someone whom you vow to take to be your wedded husband or wife, whom you do promise and covenant before God and witnesses to be his or her loving and faithful husband or wife in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, till death do you part. But OJ chose to run away from responsibility. He didn't respect me. He went out and had an affair, despite the fact I was faithful to him. He had no idea how much he hurt me. I wished I went back in time and told me not to make promise that he couldn't keep. But the truth was, even if I went back in time, I would have married him. I would have said, yes, I do, knowing that he would eventually break my heart. Interior, Alan's house, day. OJ sits on the sofa covered with a blanket. AC is standing in front of him. AC, what happened? OJ, nothing happened? AC, did you hit her? OJ, no, I didn't touch her. I just threw her out of the bedroom. She accused me of giving Tawny Katane a pair of earrings. I denied it. She went crazy. I wanted to de-escalate the tension, so I pushed her out of the bed. She called 911. The police came to arrest me. I drove away. AC, she is upset. She is not going to forgive you this time. I told you to be careful, or you were going to mess it up. She doesn't even want to talk to me. OJ, she will be all right. I will talk to her. But I want you to do me a favor. I dropped Alan's car key 2 houses down on Ashford. I dropped it when I climbed the wall to hide a gift bag. AC, wait a second. Did you say you climbed a wall? OJ, I had to hide a gift bag in a trash can. I want you to get it for me. AC, why don't you get it yourself? OJ, the cops are looking for me. I don't want to go to jail. It's a double header. The Bills are playing the Oilers. The Niners are playing Minnesota. I had money on both games. I am watching it here with Alan. Just get it for me, will you? I will pay you $1,000. AC, just keep your money. I see what I can do. OJ, it is the second house. The White House. I believe I dropped the key when I climbed the fence. The gift bag is in a small slivered trash container. You will see it. AC. Okay, man, I will be right back. AC walks toward the exit. He opens the door and exits the house. Alan brings OJ tea. OJ takes a sip and puts it on the table. OJ, it is bad luck. It was supposed to be a beautiful day. I waited for New Year with great anticipation so I could watch the games at home with my family and friends. I invited a lot of people. Now, I don't know what to tell them. The party is off. Alan, that is not important. You have to fix this shit. You can't run away from authorities. It will make it worse. OJ, fuck them. I didn't do anything. They can't arrest an innocent man. This is America, the land of freedom. Alan, California is not America. California is Warsaw in 1941. Police start shooting black people without rhyme or reason. They pull you over for no reason. If you try to open your glove compartment to get the registration, or flinch, boom, 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 you are history. No joke. They kill you on the spot. You are lucky. They didn't fire at you. The cops in LA have gone nuts. If they pull you over, don't move your hands from the steering wheel or say anything, or they will shoot you. They don't care if you are OJ Simpson or Manute Bol. They will bury bullets in your head. OJ, jokingly, they are not going to shoot Bol. There is no car designed for 7 feet 7. Since he is not driving, they can't shoot him. Alan, that is true. But he is dark as a charcoal. They will break his house and shoot him. They are fucking racist. OJ, I will turn myself tomorrow after Rose Bowl. I put money on the Trojans to beat Michigan by 10 points. Alan, there is no doubt about it. USC is going to beat Michigan. But I don't know if they are going to cover the line. They are not going to win by 10 points. It is Rose Bowl. It is going to be a close game. Michigan almost beat Notre Dame, the number 1 team in the nation, earlier this season. They lost 17-19, whereas the Trojans got killed by Notre Dame a few weeks ago. 27-10. OJ, that is fluke. College football usually ends with upset or blowout. If Wolverines win, they will win by a touchdown or a field goal. But if the Trojans win, they will win by 17 or more. Alan, if you say so. But don't say I didn't warn you. OJ, I couldn't sleep. Turn on the TV. They could be a game in the East. Alan grabs the remote control and gives it to OJ. Alan, you could watch whatever you want. I've got to go back to bed and get some sleep. I need 8 hours sleep. OJ, sure man. Alan, if you need anything to eat or drink, go to the kitchen and help yourself. Mi casa su casa. OJ, I appreciate that, man. Alan heads to the bedroom. OJ turns on the TV and looks for a sports station. There are no games yet. He puts it on ESPN and begins to watch sport highlights. We see Michael Jordan dunking and all. They go to commercial. OJ Simpson and Hertz commercial plays. OJ mute the volume, grabs the phone and calls Nicole. Interior Alan's house, Rockingham, day. Nicole answers the phone. She knows who it is. Nicole, what do you want? OJ, I am sorry. She hangs up on his ear. OJ, bitch. OJ calls her again. Nicole, what is it? OJ, I want to talk to you. Nicole, go fuck yourself. I don't want to talk to you. She hangs up. The camera stays with OJ. OJ puts down the phone and looks at the TV. They continue to show highlights, NFL, then they talk about the Buffalo Bills. And they do piece on OJ Simpson. OJ. Voiceover. She was going to ruin everything I built. If it got out of hand, people were going to think that I was a wife beater, which wasn't the case. I had never hit her. But they could not wait to tarnish my legacy with domestic violence. That bothered me. I had a contract with Hertz. It would not look good. I knew I had to apologize to Nicole whether it was my fault or not. Technically, it was my fault. I committed adultery. She had every right to be upset, bellicose, combative, and confrontational. I knew I could have handled the situation differently or solved the problem with patience and understanding. And she could have removed herself from the room or resolved the conflict through dialogue, but I didn't condone her actions. Exterior, beach, sunset. OJ and Nicole walk down the shoreline holding hands. They are talking, but we don't hear what they are saying due to voiceover. OJ continued. Voiceover. She was fighting for what was hers. In my heart, I had always respected her. I knew she had always loved me. She had a lot of love in her heart that she wanted to share with someone who loved and adored her. And I let her down. She deserved better. I was sorry for hurting her. I wrote her a letter saying, let me start by expressing to you how wrong I was for hurting you. There is no acceptable excuse for what I did. As I sit here writing this, I keep asking myself, how did this happen? We've been better together than ever lately. I was so proud of how good you looked New Year night, and couldn't wait to get you home to make love to you. They stand lips to lips and talk between soft kisses. They then kiss French in sunset. Exterior sailing boat, moving, day. OJ and Nicole sail down the ocean in St. Catalina Island. OJ is standing behind the wheel sailing. Nicole is next to him with a glass of champagne. They talk without a sound. OJ commented, voiceover. I believe when the clock reached midnight and we kissed that we'd come back from any past problem we'd had and were totally in love. For the last few years, I have lived my life in a manner that I hope would make you happy and sincere with me. I've never been happier or more content with my life, both personally or business wise. Nicole asks OJ that she wants to sail the boat. OJ stands aside to let her sail the boat. Nicole takes a sip, gives OJ the champagne, gets behind the wheel, and sails down the ocean. OJ pours himself more champagne and drinks from the same glass as Nicole continues to sail down the ocean. OJ continued, voiceover, I guess it's because I've never felt so good about myself and family. I am so proud how you got involved with Sydney's school and the picnic we hosted. I love the way you've worked with our kids and taken responsibility of raising them. I love seeing you happy and excited about doing things with me. I feel that after 12 years together, we've come to the realization that we've been blessed. Exterior Rockingham, cookout day. OJ and Nicole play ground tennis while having a family cookout. Sydney, 3, is playing with them. She has a small tennis racket. Gigi keeps an eye on baby Justin, 4 months, who is sleeping in a sliver baby stroller. Jason, 17, is cooking beef, steaks, and ribs on a grill. Arnell, 19, makes chicken, breasts, and drumsticks on another grill. AC is present. He is guiding Jason how to cook the ribs. Michelle is in charge of setting up forks, knives, and plates. She can be seen putting plates on a table in the background. Nicole encourages Sydney to hit the ball. Sydney hits the ball like baby Martina Navratilova. OJ is impressed. OJ continued, voiceover, as we drove home New Year's night, I felt great about everything and have never been more in love with you. Thinking and trying to realize how I got so crazy. Interior Mark's house, New Year party night. Nicole mingles with Catherine and a girl named Samantha Johnson while drinking wine. OJ chats with AC and Marcus Allen, sipping champagne. OJ turns his eyes and looks at Nicole. She catches his eyes and gives him a wink. OJ smiles to himself. OJ continued, voiceover, Nicole, I love you more than ever. As I watched you at the party, I had such emotional feeling towards you that were as high as any I've ever felt. It must be because of those feelings that I reacted so emotionally. I'm not going to blame being drunk, that's no excuse. But I have decided to stop drinking and will go to AA with Alan S. Exterior Rockingham, cookout day. We are back to family cookout. OJ sits at a table near the swimming pool eating ribs. Nicole stands next to OJ with a drumstick. She has barely touched it. They all sit at tables enjoying chickens and beefs. Nicole says something romantic like making a toast, takes a big piece with her fingers, bites it with her teeth, gets closer to OJ and asks him to eat it from her mouth. OJ eats it from her mouth and Nicole kisses him. They all clap their hands. OJ pulls her hand, places her on his lap, takes a tiny meat from his ribs and holds it with his teeth. It is Nicole's turn to eat. She eats it from his mouth and OJ kisses her. Nicole swallows the meat. OJ and Nicole kiss French in front of everybody. OJ continued, voiceover. I do know if I wasn't at this all-time high about you, your look, Sydney, Justin, even Arnell and Jason, about our outlook on the new year, and all we have to look forward to, and a scene of pride in myself about how I've gotten my life and family so together. All of these feelings were running so high that all I wanted to do was make love to you and express to you how proud I was you were my wife. With all of that running in me, I just didn't react too well. I just want to be with you. Love, M. M is stand for me. Love me. Interior restaurant night. OJ and Nicole sit at a table. OJ has lobster spaghetti and a glass of Coke. Nicole has a glass of red wine and shrimp salad. She hasn't touched her food. It is a romantic restaurant. We see a couple of wealthy customers in the background. They all are wearing glamorous outfits. OJ. I am sorry, baby. I didn't mean to hurt you. Nicole. I just want you to admit that you had sex with her. If you tell me the truth, I will forgive you. OJ. Nothing happened. I bought her a pair of earrings because I wanted her to start in a movie that I was producing. It is business. Nicole. Are you in love with her? OJ. No, I am not in love with her. I am in love with you. How many times I must tell you that you are the only one for me? I'd rather fight with you like cat and dog than make love to someone else. Nicole. You did have sex with her. Be honest. Tell me the truth. I am not going to hold it against you. OJ. No, I didn't touch her. Nicole. So, what do you want me to do? OJ. I want you to tell them the truth. Nicole. What is the truth? OJ. I didn't hit you. Nicole. You threw me out of the bedroom. OJ. You were screaming at me. You left me with no choice. Nicole. You hit me. I had bruises on my forehead. OJ. I didn't hit you, Nicole. I admitted I had few drinks. We both had few drinks. I got physical. You got physical too. But I didn't cause that bruise on your forehead. They think that I am a wife beater. We had a great relationship. Till that night. If you want to ruin my life over something trivial, be my guest. I am not going to stop you. I know I did you wrong. I wasn't around when you needed me. I have abandoned you due to work, but I have always loved you from the bottom of my heart. Don't let them win. I deserve better, and you deserve the best. We had made a vow to stick together for better, for worst, for richer, for poorer, in sickness and in health, to love and to cherish, till the end of time. Nicole couldn't help but smile to herself. Nicole, smiling. You don't even remember your own wedding vow. You said, I, OJ, take you, Nicole, to be my wedded wife. I do promise and covenant before God and these witnesses, to be your loving and faithful husband in plenty and in want, in joy and in sorrow, in sickness and in health, as long as we both shall live. And I said the same. OJ. Baby, I don't remember a word that Minster said that day, except that you look beautiful without veil. I was thrilled to marry you. Every cell in my body was intoxicated with gorgeous joy. I couldn't believe that I was getting married to the most beautiful woman on the planet. I wouldn't trade it for the world. She smiles in beauty. Nicole. Okay. You have to promise me that you will spend more time with us than at work, and you will never abandon your family again. OJ, I promise that I will spend more time with you and the kids, and I will never abandon you or the kids again. Forgive me. I was wrong. Nicole, I have already forgiven you. And don't worry about Frank Olson. I will call him and tell him that nothing happened. We just got in a heated argument and they made a big deal about it. He gets up and kisses her on the cheek. OJ, thank you, Nikki. I owe you one. Nicole, you don't owe me anything. Just don't cheat. OJ, I didn't cheat. I only bought her a gift. Nicole, I don't care. Just don't do it again. OJ, I am a different person, Nick. Have faith in me. I will not let you down. Nicole, whatever you say, you can't teach an old dog new tricks. OJ, what does that mean? Nicole, old habits die hard. OJ, I will do my best to meet your expectations. Nicole, I don't expect anything from you, but love, fidelity, and commitment. OJ, as you wish, Princess. Nicole, they asked me if I wanted to testify in court. I told them no. I was upset and made a false report. It was not a big deal. We had a fight. I started it, and he didn't hit me. I wanted to drop the charge, but they said that they would go forward without me. The state is prosecuting the case. OJ, I heard about it. It is not your fault. My lawyer will handle it. Nicole, you hurt me, OJ. You pushed me over the edge. I wanted to get even with you. OJ, it is okay, Nikki. What is done is done. I am the one who is to blame. There will be no jail time. I am just going to do a couple hours of community service. We will work on our marriage. Let's focus on us. We will talk to a marriage counselor. Nicole, I don't care about marriage counselor. Let's go to Rio de Janeiro and spend a week there. I want to see Christ the Redeemer. OJ. Okay, Nikki. I will take you wherever you wanted to go after I take care of this. He gives her his hand. She takes his hand, gets up, walks around the table, and sits on his lap. OJ. We will make love in every city that we set foot in. OJ kisses her. Nicole, I love you. They kiss. She puts her arms around him. They kiss more intimately. On the soundtrack, Like a Prayer by Madonna plays melodiously. Interior courtroom, day. OJ stands in front of Judge Ronald Schoenberg. OJ's lawyer stands next to him. The judge speaks, but we don't hear what he is saying. Like a player continues to play melodiously. OJ, voiceover. I pleaded no contest to a charge of spousal abuse. The judge sentenced me 120 hours of community service and 2 years probation. And I was fined $200 and ordered to give $500 to a shelter for battered women. XT airplane, flying, day. An airplane flies in the air. OJ, voiceover. I wrote Nicole another letter. Well, it seems that the worst part is behind us. Int, airplane flying, day. OJ sits in first class. Nicole sits on OJ's lap with her arms around his neck. Their lips are locked in a long, intimate kiss. OJ, voiceover. I want you to know that whatever you might think to the contrary, I've taken full responsibility for this. It happened and I'm doing everything possible to assure it doesn't happen again. But sooner or later, we must start with our future. I love our time last weekend. I know to you it may not have been much, but it showed we can get along. I love you and losing you is the only thing that mattered to me. So let's not forget the past. Let's work together for the first time to improve the future live together. No matter what, I love you. OJ exterior Rio, day. Overhead shot of the city of Rio de Janeiro. Interior hotel, suite, night. Nicole and OJ make love surrounded by candles. We stay with them as they do it with various erotic positions. Exterior beach, day. OJ and Nicole walk down the shoreline. On the soundtrack, She Drives Me Crazy by Fine Young Cannibals plays replacing Like a Prayer. Nicole is in bikini. OJ is in shorts and shirtless. Nicole says something like, "Let's race." She runs as fast as she can. OJ runs and passes her by even though he was a little bit out of shape. OJ knows that he has to collect his breath. He stops and holds his chest. Nicole is surprised that OJ still can run like the wind. She is in the best shape of her life. But OJ still catches up with her. She wants to race him again. OJ says, "No, I am out of breath." Nicole ignores him and runs down the shore. OJ shakes his head, "No, I am tired. I am not going to race her." Nicole stops running, turns around and looks at him. Nicole asks OJ to race him. OJ tells her that he is done. They are standing 15 yards apart. Nicole removes her bra and holds it high, as if she were telling him to take it from her hand. That is all the motivation OJ needs. He chases her. Nicole runs down the shoreline holding her bra and screaming with joy. Amazingly, OJ catches up with her, like back in his football days. OJ grabs her around the waist, holds her in the air, and takes the bra from her hand. OJ says, "I win. These breasts are mine." He kisses her breasts. Nicole laughs with delight. She hits him playfully. OJ carries her, enters the ocean, and drops her in the water. She gets up and jumps on his back, playing. A big wave crashes on their body. They both fall in the water. OJ and Nicole come out of the water, lie on the shoreline, and kiss. She is on the bottom. He is leaning next to her. A wave crashes on them. They continue to kiss. More waves crash on their bodies. Exterior beach, later. OJ and Nicole play beach soccer with locals. OJ has never played soccer before. He kicks the ball like football. The ball flies out of the field. They all laugh. OJ tells them that he wants to be a goalkeeper. Nicole sets to take a penalty kick. Nicole kicks the ball straight at OJ. OJ blocks it with his hand. He raises his fists with celebration. Cut 2. It is Nicole's turn to be a goalkeeper. She stands at the goal. OJ sets to take the penalty. He kisses the ball. It is Rocket. The ball passes by Nicole and hits the net. OJ says, "Ghoul." It is like a Spanish sport commentator. He runs around the field celebrating. He picks Nicole up, carries her on his shoulder, and continues to celebrate, running in circle. Exterior Christ the Redeemer. Sunset. OJ and Nicole visit Christ the Redeemer. Nicole has a camera with her. She photographs OJ, who poses like Christ the Redeemer. OJ then takes the camera and photographs Nicole. They get closer and kiss. Interior club, night. OJ and Nicole dance samba in the middle of the crowd. Interior resort, suite, night. OJ and Nicole continue to make love surrounded by candles. Interior resort, suite, bathroom, night. OJ and Nicole sit in a bathtub surrounded by candles. He is behind. She rests on his chest. Nicole speaks with a childlike voice. "Nicole, you hurt me." OJ, "Trust me, ever since that night, whatever I do keeps turning out wrong. I haven't been able to sleep. It has impaired my judgment." Nicole, "I still couldn't believe you did that to me. You were supposed to face the consequences of your actions." OJ, "I want you to know that I'm not trying to buy my way out of what I did. The detective that spoke to me made it clear. I'll have to deal with the law for my action of that night, and it's now on my record, so if it ever happens again, I would face a mandatory jail term." Nicole, "You kept breaking my heart." OJ, "I am sorry, I didn't mean to cause you no pain. I know you've gone through a lot over the years, but thanks to you, I believe we're on the verge of having one perfect marriage." He kisses her on the cheek. Nicole, "I don't think it will ever be the same." OJ, "It is true. But I can't believe there were many people as happy as we were leading up to this new year. We have 2 healthy, great kids. We also have an unlimited future. I only hope I didn't screw it up with that crazy drunken incident. I've never been more disappointed in myself than I am now." He kisses her on the cheek. Nicole, "You ruined it." OJ, "I couldn't agree with you more. But I know how great our lives had become leading up to Saturday night and believe if given the chance, this will be our finest year ever. Please, love me." She couldn't help but smiles in beauty. They kiss French. Exterior golf course, day. OJ plays golf with his friends Alan Austin and Craig. OJ tees up and hits the ball. The ball flies in the air and lands in the fairway. OJ walks toward the ball. OJ, voiceover. Golf had helped me reduce stress and tension. But to be honest, I don't play golf to reduce stress or tension. I played golf because I enjoy it. Those who play golf know why they play golf. It is because they like it. But those who don't play golf don't know why people play golf. They don't get it. They think it is boring. They don't understand why people like Michael Jordan, Bill Murray, Samuel L. Jackson, and other celebrities play golf. But it's addictive. Cut 2. OJ hits the ball. The ball flies in the air and lands in the green. OJ continued, voiceover. You become hooked on it like drug. You just want to get up in the morning, tee up and hit the ball, and watch it land on the fairway. And followed by the green. That is one of the best feelings in sport. Like breaking a couple of tackles, juke a linebacker, and run 40 yards before a safety brings you down in the red zone. The best is when you putt in the ball from a distance and watch the ball falling in the hole. That is a touchdown. You couldn't help celebrating like Kool and the Gang. Cut 2. OJ putts in the ball from a distance. The ball rolls down the grass and falls in the hole. OJ does a fist pump. Exterior Brentwood, morning. Nicole runs in the street of Brentwood with her friend Cora Fishman. She is covered with sweats. Nicole, voiceover. I knew I had to get in shape to boast up my confidence. My ego was bruised. I was beginning to doubt myself. I thought that I had no self-esteem because I was stuck with a superstar who continued to ignore me. He would rather go to Florida and play golf with his friends than spend quality time with his family. I wrote him a letter. Interior Rockingham, living room day. Nicole sits at the dinner table and writes a letter. Nicole, OJ, I think I have to put this all in a letter. A lot of years ago I used to do much better in a letter. I'm gonna try it again now. I'd like you to keep this letter if we split, so that you'll always know why we split. I'd also like you to keep it if we stay together as a reminder. Exterior resort, flashback, day. Nicole stands at the bar. OJ, AC, and Marcus Allen sit at the table and play cards. The bartender gives Nicole a glass of ice-cold water. Nicole takes the water. OJ sees her. She tells him to be quiet with her finger on her lips. OJ plays along. Nicole comes behind Marcus and pours the cold water on his back and runs away like a little girl. They all laugh. Marcus gets up and chases Nicole. Nicole is going nowhere. Marcus catches her and carries her on his shoulder. Nicole smiles with joy. Nicole continued, voiceover. Right now I am so angry. If I didn't know that the courts would take Sydney and Justin away from me if I did this, I would fuck every guy, including some that you know, just to let you know how it feels. Interior Rockingham, flashback, swimming pool, day. OJ and Nicole argue. They are screaming at each other. We don't heart what they are saying due to the voiceover. AC is playing with 17-month Sydney. Nicole gets on OJ's face and screams at him. AC grabs the baby, enters the house and closes the door to prevent Sydney from hearing her parents screaming at each other. Nicole continued, voiceover. I wish someone could explain all this to me. I see our marriage as a huge mistake and you don't. I knew what went on in our relationship before we got married. I knew after 6 years that all the things I thought were going on were. All the things I gave into. All the I'm sorry for thinking that. Interior USC Stadium day. OJ is in the stands, watching the game. USC 5S, Arizona State. The Trojans score touchdown. OJ celebrates like a true fan. There is a girl named Rachel who is sitting in front of OJ. She turns around and gives him a sweet smile. OJ says nothing. He turns his attention back to the game. Nicole continued, voiceover. I'm sorry for not believing you. I'm sorry for not trusting you. I made up with you all the time and even took the blame many times for your cheating. I know this took place because we fought about it a lot. Exterior USC parking lot, day. People are going home. Rachel puts a letter on the windshield of OJ's car and walks away. Nicole continued, voiceover, and even discussed it before we got married with my family and a minister. Okay, before the marriage, I lived with it and dealt with infidelity mainly. Cut 2. OJ walk up to his car. He doesn't see the letter on the windshield. He gets behind the wheel, starts the car, and drives away. Nicole continued, voiceover, because you finally said that we weren't married at the time. I assumed that your recurring, nasty attitude and mean streak was to cover up your cheating and a general disrespect for women and a lack of manners. Exterior Rockingham, sunset. Nicole parks her car in front of OJ's car and gets out of the vehicle. Nicole sees the letter on the windshield of OJ's car. She grabs it and looks at it. It is for OJ. She begins to read it. She finds out that some girl is trying to steal her man. Nicole continued, voiceover. I remember a long time ago a girlfriend of yours wrote you a letter. She said, well, you aren't married yet, so let's get together. Interior Rockingham, living room night. Nicole shows OJ the letter and confronts him. OJ says that he doesn't know her. Nicole continued, voiceover, even she had the same idea of marriage as me. She believed that when you marry, you wouldn't be going out anymore. Adultery is a very important thing to many people. Interior church day. Nicole attends church. OJ sits next to her. In her right side, the minster preaches. People listen to the message of God silently. Nicole continued, it's one of the first 10 things I learned at Sunday school. You said it first. Some things you learn at school stick. And the 10 Commandments did. I wanted to be a wonderful wife. I believed you that it would finally be you and me against the world. Nicole looks at OJ. He turns his eyes and looks at her. She gives him a beautiful smile. He kisses his forefinger and touches her cute nose. Nicole smiles in beauty. It seems she is in love with him. She holds his arm affectionately. Nicole continued, voiceover, that people would be envious or in awe of us because we stuck through it and finally became a real couple. I let my guard down. I thought it was finally going to be you and me. Interior Rockingham, morning. Nicole is in the middle of making pancakes. She is 7 months pregnant. She has gained weight. She has stacked 2 pancakes on a plate. Nicole continued, voiceover, you wanted a baby, so you said, and I wanted a baby. Then with each pound you were terrible. OJ enters the kitchen, comes behind Nicole, and grabs a pancake. He looks at Nicole and acts comical, as if he were saying, you gain a lot of weight. It is a joke. He doesn't mean to offend her. But Nicole takes it to the heart. Nicole continued, voiceover, you gave me dirty looks, looks of disgust, said mean things to me at times about my appearance, walked out on me and lied to me. I remember one day my mom said he actually thinks you can have a baby and not get fat. OJ eats the pancake and kisses her on the cheek while the food is still on his mouth, joking. She tells him that she hates being pregnant. He tells her that she looks gorgeous. They talk between soft kisses. Nicole continued, voiceover, I gained 10 to 15 lbs more than I should have with Sydney. Well, that's by the book. Most women gain twice that. It's not like it was that much, but you made me feel so ugly. I've battled 10 lbs up and down the scale since I was 15. It was no more extra weight than was normal for me to be up. I believe my mom. You thought a baby weighs 7 lbs and the woman should gain 7 lbs. I'd like to finally tell you that that's not the way it is. And had you read those books I got you on pregnancy, you may have known that. OJ and Nicole kiss. Exterior Brentwood, day. Nicole runs in the street of Brentwood alone. Nicole continued, voiceover, talk about feeling alone. In between Sydney and Justin, you say my clothes bothered you, that my shoes were on the floor, that I bugged you. Wow, that's so terrible. Try I had a low self-esteem because since we got married, I felt like the paragraph above. There was also that time before Justin, and after a few months Sydney. Interior Rockingham, bedroom night. OJ and Nicole make love. Nicole continued, voiceover, I felt really good about how I got back into shape and we made out. You beat the holy hell out of me and we lied at the x-ray lab and said I fell off a bike, remember? Great for my self-esteem. There are a number of other instances that I could talk about that made my marriage so wonderful, like the televised Clipper game, and going to Stellini's before the game, and your 40th birthday party, and the week leading up to it. But I don't like talking about the past. It depressed me. Interior beach, day. Nicole, wearing sunglasses, lies on the beach, suntanning. She is 8 months pregnant. OJ approaches her with ice cake, sits next to her, and tells her that he brought her ice cake. She sits straight. OJ feeds her the ice cake with a plastic spoon. She eats the ice cream from his spoon. He continues to feed her. After she has 3 spoons, she tells him that she is full and lies on her back. OJ puts the ice cake aside. He tells her that he has a surprise for her. She lifts her sunglasses and asks him what it is. He tells her to close her eyes. She closes her eyes. OJ goes down, puts his lips on her belly, and makes a fart sound. Nicole couldn't help laughing. OJ laughs too. He does it again. She laughs more. OJ then kisses her belly. He leans next to her and begins to talk to her sweetly. He gives her kisses every once in a while. She kisses him too. Nicole continued, voiceover. Then came the pregnancy with Justin, and oh, how wonderful you treated me again. I remember swearing to God and myself that under no circumstances would I let you be in that delivery room. I hated you so much. And since Justin birth and the mad New Year's Eve beat up, I just don't see how our stories compare. I was so bad because I wore sweats and left shoes around and didn't keep a perfect house or comb my hair the way you liked it. or had dinner ready at the precise moment you walked through the door, or that I just plain got on your nerves sometimes. I just don't see how that compares to infidelity, wife beating, verbal abuse. The camera does a close up on OJ and Nicole, but when the camera moves down, Nicole is not pregnant anymore. She has a flat belly. She is in amazing shape. OJ kisses her. Nicole puts her arms around him and kisses him too. They kiss more intimately. Nicole continued, voiceover. I just don't think everybody goes through this. And if I wanted to hurt you or had it in me to be anything like the person you are, I would have done so after the New Year Eve incident. But I didn't even do it then. I called the cops to save my life, whether you believe it or not. But I didn't pursue anything after that. I didn't prosecute, I didn't call the press, and I didn't make a big charade out of it. I waited for it to die down and asked for it to. But I've never loved you since or been the same. Nicole pauses. Int club, night. OJ and Nicole dance in the middle of the crowd. On the soundtrack, Ride On by Black Box plays with full volume. People dance like there is no tomorrow. Nicole dances her heart out. She is having a lot of fun. OJ can't keep up with her. An attractive girl then bumps into them accidentally on purpose, pretending to lose her balance. OJ stops her from falling. The girl flirts with him right in front of Nicole. She tells him that she is a big fan of him. She kisses him on the cheek. OJ doesn't want to offend Nicole. At the same time, he doesn't want to disappoint his fan either. She is attractive. He greets her politely, plays it cool, gets rid of her, and turns his attention back to Nicole. Nicole doesn't like it one bit. She tells him that she wants to get a drink. They walk to the bar. The bartender asks them what they want. Nicole orders tequila. OJ tells the bartender the same. The bartender pours the alcohol in 2 separate glasses and puts the drinks in front of them. OJ pays him $50 and tells him to keep the change. Nicole and OJ grab their drinks and take sips. Another attractive girl gives OJ a seductive look and walks by him. OJ couldn't help but turn around and check her out. Nicole looks at him in dismay. She is upset. She confronts him. But OJ plays it cool. He tells her that he thought that he knew her somewhere. They did a movie together. Something like that. Nicole, voiceover. It made me take a look at my life with you. My wonderful life with the superstar, that wonderful man, O.J. Simpson, the father of my kids. That husband of that terribly insecure, illegible. The girl with no self-esteem, no sense of worth. She must be fucking those things too with a guy like that. It certainly doesn't take a strong person to be with a guy like that, and certainly no one would be envious of that life. Interior OJ's car, moving, night. OJ is behind the wheel. Nicole sits in the passenger seat. They both are quiet. Nicole is not happy. Nicole continued, voiceover, I agree, after we married things changed. We couldn't have house full of people like I used to have over and barbecue for, because I had other responsibilities. I didn't want to go to a lot of events, and I'd back down at the last minute on factions and trips. I admit I'm sorry. Interior Rockingham, living room, night. Nicole holds baby Justin and paces up and down. On the TV, OJ and Nicole wedding video is playing. Nicole continued, voiceover, I just believe that a relationship is based on trust, and the last time I trusted you was at our wedding ceremony. It's just so hard for me to trust you again. Even though you say you're a different guy, that O.J. Simpson guy brought me a lot of pain, heartache. Interior Rockingham, day. Nicole sits at the table and continues to write. Nicole continued, voiceover, I tried so hard with him. I wanted so to be a good wife, but he never gave me a chance. Nicole puts down the pen. She gets up, walks to the bar, grabs a whiskey, and pours a glass for herself. Nicole comes to the living room, sits at the coffee table, takes a sip, and puts down the glass on the table. Nicole, voiceover. I knew that was a little bit harsh. That's what I felt at that time. When you are upset, you forget all beautiful moments that made you want to fall in love with that person in the first place. You forget good times that you spent with the love of your life. I still loved him. In my heart of hearts, I continued to believe it would always be OJ and Nicole against the world. OJ and Nicole forever and ever. We had magic. Our love story hadn't ended yet. It will never end. People will talk about us for centuries to come, like Romeo and Juliet. Exterior, Rockingham, day. Nicole and OJ play basketball. The Kardashians, Bob and Chris, are present. A man named George is recording the event. Nicole runs around the tennis court, bouncing the ball, gets closer, and shoots the ball. She misses. She tries again. She misses again. She tries again. She misses again. She tries again. She misses again. She shoots and finally makes a basket. Nicole continued. Voiceover. Nonetheless, I knew I would give myself a chance to be happy. I would find my way back to him. Or he would work his way back to me. But OJ had never admitted that he was wrong in his life. He said sorry. But he didn't learn from his mistakes. Still, some of things that I wrote were silly. Like how he scolded me for wearing a sweater and leaving my shoes around and not keeping a perfect house. Interior. Florence, Castle, Day. Nicole poses nude for OJ, lying on the sofa. OJ draws her nude portrait on a canvas. OJ is not an artist, but he gives it a shot. The drawing is not bad. They are talking, but we don't hear what they are saying. Nicole gets up from the sofa and approaches OJ. She looks at the picture. Nicole couldn't help but smile in wonder. She tells him it's not bad. OJ tells her that he tried. Nicole kisses him. He kisses her too. They kiss more intimately. He carries her and takes to the bedroom while their lips are locked in an intimate kiss. Nicole continued. Voiceover. I did not know that he had an obsessive-compulsive personality disorder. If I knew, I would have sympathized with his behavior. He was a neat freak. But it was nothing compared to things we did in Italy. Interior castle, bedroom day. OJ and Nicole make love. Nicole continued. Voiceover. We made love day and night. I was a little bit spoiled. I just wanted to get it out of my system. To be honest, he had never told me what to wear. Maybe once or twice. Or perhaps 3 times the most. Who doesn't want a compliment from her husband? Don't we usually dress to get guys' attention? I didn't mind if he had a say in my sense of fashion. But I had always worn whatever I wanted. I usually wore short jeans and bra. Interior Rockingham today. Nicole takes a shower. She looks at her breasts. They are lovely. But she thinks they are small. Out of nowhere comes OJ without a single drop of clothes and joins her. They kiss intimately and begin to make love in the shower. OJ plays with her breasts as he caresses her neck. Nicole continued. Voiceover. I thought I had small breasts. OJ loved to squeeze them when we made love in the shower. I decided to get a boob job. It boasted my confidence. People had always noticed me, but they played it safe. They knew I was the wife of OJ Simpson. They didn't want to get on the bad side of OJ, like Marcus Allen. Exterior Rockingham, day. OJ and Marcus play tennis. AC is keeping score. Nicole walks to the court with a tennis racket in Marcus's side, hits the ball, and interrupts them playfully. OJ is not too happy. He is winning. They have betted money on the game. Marcus doesn't mind. He is smitten with Nicole. He couldn't take his eyes off her. OJ is not mad at her either. He chases her. Nicole runs around the court. OJ catches her, carries her on his shoulder, and continues to play tennis. They all are having fun. Nicole screams with joy. She tells Marcus not to hit her with the ball. Nicole continued. Voiceover. I had noticed how he looks at me. He had always made me feel sexy. He was attracted to me, but he was afraid to make a move because he thought that it would cause a strain in his friendship with OJ. He had flirted with me, but nothing materialized. Exterior Hollywood, street day. Nicole walks down the street, near Highland, carrying a shopping bag. She is wearing a stylish light pink dress without a bra. She is showing a lot of cleavage. Guys checks her out. Girls thinks that she is sexy as well. Nicole continued. Voiceover. And those who did not know I was the wife of OJ or Mrs. Simpson thought that I was beautiful and hot, but assumed I wasn't all that, overwhelmingly titillating and X-rated. But the breasts changed everything. Men could not take their eyes off me. Much has been said about a girl being good to fit into society, and how a good girl is hard to find nowadays. But that doesn't turn men on. What turns men on is boobs and ass. I had cute butt, round breasts, and a new altitude. I was a triple treat. I wanted to explore life. Interior Rockingham, living room, day. Nicole dances with Sydney while singing. On the stereo, I've Been Thinking About You by London Beat plays melodiously. Justin, 3, sits on the floor and plays with toys. Gigi keeps an eye on him. Nicole approaches Justin and takes his hand. Justin gets up. Nicole makes him dance with her. Justin dances with his mother. All 3 dance with I Have Been Thinking About You. Nicole continued. Voiceover. I wanted to start a new adventure. I had been with OJ for 15 years. I had a blast with him. But it was over. He neglected me and I wanted out. I loved him. But I suspected that he was cheating on me. In fact, I was convinced that he was having an affair with Tawny Kitane. I wanted to leave him and raise the kids by myself. By the way, I had abortion in 1990, but I didn't want to talk about it. It was not like I didn't want to bring a child into this world. I love children. If I were a scientist, I would make 1 million babies in artificial wombs and raise them. Interior Brentwood, morning. Nicole runs in the street of Brentwood. Nicole continued. Voiceover. But pregnancy and I didn't get along. Pregnancy turned me into this person that I didn't recognize. I didn't like the girl in the mirror that I was looking at. I thought I looked like a fat potato. I don't know how to say this sentimentally, but pregnancy made me feel miserable. We became sworn enemies for the time being. I blamed OJ. He wanted to go out in public with someone who was flawless. I put too much pressure on myself to be perfect. I ran 5 days a week, got the best shape of my life, finally felt good about myself, and asked OJ for separation. He was shocked. Interior restaurant night. It's a 5 stars romantic restaurant. OJ and Nicole sit at a table and have dinner. Nicole, I am leaving you. OJ, where are you going? Nicole, I need time for myself. OJ, why are you doing this now? Things were going great. Nicole, I am tired of being alone. I am tired of taking care of the kids by myself. I am tired of listening to you making all kinds of excuses for not being around when we need you. OJ, I spend a lot of time with the kids. What are you talking about? Nicole, come on. Let's face it, OJ, you don't care whether they live or die. You cut them out of your life like an umbilical cord. OJ, that's cold, Nicole. It is an unfair accusation. I love Sydney and Justin more than life itself. I will do anything for them. Nicole, you care about your jobs more than you care about them. OJ, what are you saying? Do you want me to quit my job? I have to put food on the table. Nicole, we are not starving. God has blessed us abundantly with his love, his grace, and great fortune. But you want more, and it costed your marriage. OJ, I work hard because I want to give Sydney and Justin an education and provide them with the most comfortable life possible. That is not a sin. Nicole, you didn't even spend Thanksgiving Day with us. You would rather stand in front of a camera and talk about how great you are than spend quality time with your family. OJ, I told you to come with me to Detroit, but you refused to travel anywhere. Nicole, I didn't want to drag my kids in the snow. Detroit is fucking cold. OJ, you think sitting in a hotel suite in Detroit, room temperature 75 degrees is cold? But it is nothing compared to what I had to endure in my playing days in Buffalo. I played football minus 20 degrees Fahrenheit for 9 years. Sometimes, I couldn't feel my fingers and toes, they were numb, as though I came out of a big refrigerator. It is brutal. Nicole, you see what I mean? You always talk about yourself. The problem with you is you think the world evolves around you. OJ, humorously, I don't think the world evolves around me. I know the world evolves around me. It is two different things. Nicole, you are an asshole. OJ, laughing, I was fucking with you. It is a joke. Nicole, you never take anything seriously. I am done with you. I want separation. OJ, what do you really want? Nicole, I want to spend holy days with my children and a husband who treated me with love and respect. Is that too much to ask? OJ, I would make that my #1 priority. Nicole, it is too late. I want to be by myself. I am taking Sydney and Justin with me. OJ, you are being unreasonable. Nicole, how am I being unreasonable? I should have left you long time ago. I stuck around because I thought you were capable of change, but you never change. You are still the same OJ. You keep disappearing. You keep avoiding us. You keep looking at other women, flirting, cheating, lying to me, and making the same mistake over and over. I've had enough, OJ. I am not happy. OJ, why don't you think about it before considering a divorce? Nicole, I have already thought about it a lot. For the record, I am not asking for divorce. I asked you for separation. OJ, what is the difference? Nicole, the difference is when you separate from someone, you are still legally married. We are taking break from each other. We don't know what the future holds for us. Anything can happen. We could get back together and live happily ever after. But when you divorce someone, the marriage is over. It is dead. OJ, I know that. I was married to Marguerite. We were separated and eventually got divorced. To me, they are the same things. I was separated from Marguerite. Once I met you, I knew it was over. Nicole, do whatever you want to do. If you want to divorce me, it is fine by me. But I ask only for separation now. I need time for myself. I am moving out. I am taking the kids with me. OJ, where are you going to take them? They are happy here with me. Nicole, they don't know you. You are not their father. You are a tourist. Your visa has expired. You think you can buy them with gifts. They don't need toys and dolls. They need a real father. OJ, I am not going to argue with you. Do what makes you happy. Nicole, voiceover. OJ thought that things were going smoothly. I won't lie to you, he had treated me fairly. We didn't argue as much as before. He hadn't laid a finger on me since New Year 1989. I truly wanted to tell him that it wasn't him. It was the new me. She wanted to take chances. It wasn't too late to seek adventure and do something that makes her happy. She wanted to take control of her life. There is always an adventure waiting for someone to bring it to fruition. I wanted to live my life to the fullest. It was now or never. I thought about Justin and Sydney. I didn't know whether OJ was going to let me keep them or not, but thank God it was OJ. We didn't see too much of him. You know, who was going to take care of the children if he was in Florida, playing golf with his friends, or he could be in Vegas, gambling nonstop, or New York City, doing a commercial, or Hollywood filming 24 hours. He wasn't fit to be a father. Nonetheless, I thought something was missing in my life, or rather, I felt I was missing out on something. I didn't know what it was, but whatever it was, I craved it. You know, when you are lonely, a lot of ideas enter your mind. It was one of those things. I just wanted to break free. I moved out and rented a house in Gretna Green Way, Brentwood. A 5-minute drive to Rockingham. Exterior Cabo San, timeshare, day. Nicole sits at a table with Sydney and Justin. The children are enjoying ice cream. It is a vacation home where friends and families are staying. Nicole keeps an eye on them. Chris is one of Nicole's friends that is staying at the timeshare. She approaches Nicole. Faye is with her. Chris introduces Nicole to Faye. Chris, Nicole, this is Faye. Faye, Nicole, Faye. Hi, Nicole, hi. Nicole gets up to greet her. They kiss on the cheeks. Faye, we met before. You don't remember, but I came to your house with Chris a couple years ago. We didn't stay long. We just said hi and left. Nicole, I remember. Chris, she found out that I left my husband. She decided to follow my footstep. Now it becomes a fashion to live your husband and take control of your life. Everybody is doing it. To Nicole, first, it feels like the end of the world. It is overwhelming. You will be stressed out like a prostitute in Vatican City. You would think that you could never pull it together. Slowly but surely, things get better. You get used to it like sex in the morning. If you are lucky, things will go your way this time around. However, you must be willing to move on with your life. Don't look back no matter what life throws at you. You have to get out of your comfort zone and try new things. Faye, she will be fine. I have been married 3 times and divorced 3 times. Being single is not a crime. It is an opportunity to discover true happiness. You are going to have a lot of fun. Chris, you haven't got divorced yet, have you? Nicole, no. We are talking to lawyers. Chris, how is OJ doing? Nicole, I don't know. I don't talk to him anymore. I only say hi to him when he comes to pick up the kids. Chris, I thought that you guys were happy. What happened? Nicole, I really don't want to talk about it. It is over. I just want to move on with my life. Faye, let her be happy. She doesn't need a husband who treats her like an object. She needs a man who loves and respects her. Nicole likes Faye. Nicole, voiceover. I like Faye. She is wild. At first glance, I thought that she was high maintenance. She had expensive taste, and she demanded attention. But she was a free-spirited person. She did not hold back her feelings. She said first thing that came to her head, that made up for her flaws. We connected right away. Interior. OJ's car, moving. Day. OJ is behind the wheel, driving in the street of Los Angeles. OJ, voiceover. I was heartbroken. I wanted to stay married. I thought we had great relationship. We had a lot of fun. If she wanted to leave, I was not going to force her to stay. Later that year, I went to Spain to cover 1992 Barcelona Summer Olympic for NBC. Exterior, Barcelona, night. A quick take of the city of Barcelona in the night. Int Club, night. OJ dances in the middle of the crowd. Dance music is playing. NBC cameraman records him. The crew stands in the background. It is just for a show. Exterior club, night. OJ exits the club and stands in front of the camera. OJ. Let me tell you, it is 5 o'clock. This place is just beginning to rock like most of the other places in Barcelona. Let me tell you, I just celebrated my 16th annual 29th birthday. Points at himself with his 2 forefingers. This man is going to bed, but if you don't want to go to bed, there are plenty places to go. Me, good night. OJ says bye and walks away. Interior NBC Studio, Barcelona, day. OJ sits at the table with Katie Couric at NBC Studio in Barcelona. The crew films them. Katie and OJ are watching the video. Katie laughs at what she has been watching. Katie. Oh, OJ, you are an animal. Do they really stay out that late every night of the week? OJ, believe it or not. I mean, just about every night of the week. They have a nightclub that doesn't open till 4 o'clock. They go 4 to 6 o'clock. They actually have a club that opens 6 o'clock. It goes 6 to 8 o'clock. People go to party. And they go to work. They take a brief break. Noon to about 4 o'clock. Go back to work. Till 8. They go home, go to sleep, and get up about 11:30. And go to a topless bar and start all over again. Katie, correcting him humorously. Tapless bar. OJ, playing along. Tapless bar. They both laugh. Cut 2. They continue to talk off air. Katie, how is life treating you? OJ. It is not bad. I am trying to get by. Katie. I heard that you are single. OJ, I am a bachelor. A lot of girls are chasing me. Katie, you are not seeing anyone, are you? OJ. I am dating this actress, Paula Barbieri. She's pretty. I sort of have a crush on her, but I don't want to jinx it by talking about it. Katie. Okay, I will leave it to you. OJ, voiceover. I met Paula in May of 1992. Marcus and Catherine introduce us. Interior restaurant, night. OJ, Paula, Marcus, and Catherine sit at a table. It is a fancy restaurant. We see a couple of glamorous customers in the background. OJ, what do you do? Paula, I am an actress. OJ, did you do any movie that I might have seen? Paula, I doubt it. I starred in an erotic movie, Red Shoe Diaries, Double or Nothing. OJ, that sounds wild. Kathy, she's not your ordinary girl, the girl next door. She will set your heart on fire literally. OJ, where are you from? Paula, Panama City. OJ, I didn't know that you were a Panamanian. I thought you were from American. Paula smiles to herself. Paula, I am from Panama City, Florida. It is in America. OJ, why didn't you say so? I was asking myself if you were Spanish or not. Paula, I had Spanish blood in me. OJ, Spanish or not, you are one of the most gorgeous women I have met. Paula, thanks. On the soundtrack, I Want to Sex You Up by Color Me Bad plays melodiously. They continue to talk without a sound. Interior Rockingham, bedroom night. OJ and Paula have a passionate sex. She is a little bit wild. She goes after him, kissing him fervently. OJ does his best to keep up with her. We stay with them for a bit. OJ, voiceover. Paula was a beautiful woman. She took me a place that I didn't know existed. It was not heaven. It was not hell. It was Pleasure City. I felt I could make love to her 24 hours a day and 7 days a week. I fell in love with her right away. We had a lot of fun. That was the first woman I had been involved with who had a career and had been successful in her own right, which was interesting. It was the first time I had to make concessions to another schedule, which was weird to me. She got along with people easily, and I didn't have to work as hard as I normally did. At times, she would even direct the conversation. Interior Club tonight. OJ and Paula dance in the middle of a crowd. On the soundtrack, What's Love by Hathaway plays. People party like the end of the world. OJ and Paula get closer and kiss French. Interior Rockingham, bedroom. OJ and Paula continue to make love. On the soundtrack, What's Love continues to play. Interior Club, night. Nicole and Faye dance in the middle of the crowd. On the soundtrack, Groove is in the Heart by D-Light plays. People dance freely. It is not as crazy as What's Love at the Pervious Club. Nonetheless, two guys, Robert and Alex, approach Nicole and Faye. Robert begins to dances with Nicole. Alex dances with Faye. Both Robert and Alex begin to touch Nicole and Faye sexually. Faye stops Robert from touching her and continues to dance with him playfully, but Nicole allows Alex to touch her sexually. He collects her skirt seductively and touches her private part over her underwear. Robert sees his friend touching Nicole. He wants to do the same. Robert collects Faye's skirt. Faye turns around and pushes him away. She holds Nicole's hand, pulls her away from Alex, and begins to dance with her. Faye tells her to be careful. Guys are only interested in sex. Nicole looks at a black guy, Terry, who is checking her out. She is attracted to him, but she is too shy to do anything about it. Interior Nicole's house, night. Nicole sits in the bathtub surrounded by candles. Her eyes are closed. On the soundtrack, Save the Best for Last by Vanessa Williams plays melodiously. Nicole thinks about the man that she saw at the club, Terry. We see Terry's face in a quick flashback. Nicole begins to touch herself. Terry turns into Marcus Allen. Out of nowhere, Marcus Allen appears at entrance of the bathroom without a single drop of cloth, sucking a lollipop. Nicole opens her eyes and looks at him. Marcus walks up to her, kneels next to her, puts his hand in the water, and touches her private part with his lollipop. Nicole closes her eyes with pleasure. Marcus puts the lollipop back in his mouth and begins to finger her. Nicole is feeling pleasure. She opens her eyes. Marcus pulls the lollipop out of his mouth, puts it in Nicole's mouth. She sucks it seductively. Marcus kisses her. She kisses him too. They kiss more intimately. Marcus then carries her out of the water and takes her to the bedroom. Interior: Nicole's house, bedroom, night. Marcus enters the bedroom, carrying Nicole. He throws her on the bedroom. Nicole opens her legs seductively. Marcus climbs the bed, kisses her lips, gets deeps between her legs, and enters her. They begin to make love. It is steamy, seductive, and passionate. We stay with them for a couple of seconds. Nicole, voiceover: I dated a couple of guys after I divorced OJ. I went out with a guy named Alexandro. Interior: restaurant, day. Nicole and Alexandro, 25, sit at a restaurant and have dinner. Nicole, voiceover: he was an asshole. He got drunk at my house, photographed his penis, and showed it to everybody. I thought that it was tasteless. I didn't talk to him again. Interior: Nicole's house, day. Nicole and Joseph Perulli kiss on the bed. Nicole continued, voiceover: I then dated a model, Joseph Perulli. I didn't know he was a womanizer. He must have sex with 1,000 women. He took advantage of me and left me with a broken heart. I was fortunate not to contract AIDS. At that time, AIDS was big. It had claimed a lot of lives around the world. It didn't matter whether you were straight or gay. If you weren't careful enough, you would catch AIDS. But to be honest, it had never crossed my mind. I was hurt, lost, confused, and lonely. My heart was full of melancholy. It was not getting better. I felt sadness in my soul. Interior: Nicole's house, bedroom, night. Nicole and a man named Brett Shaves have sex. Nicole continued, voiceover: I had sex with men who didn't wear condoms. I was a sexual person. I liked sex like a cat likes milk. I knew that safety should be number one priority, but to me, condoms were boring. I thought they took the feeling away. It was like cuddling someone with his clothes on versus cuddling someone naked. It is safe, but you don't get the same feeling or heat. I usually stayed away from things that reduce sexual pleasure. I was living on the edge. One time, I got pregnant. I talked to OJ about it. We were still talking. We were friends. I didn't know whether to keep it or not. I was dating Brett Shaves, a man 10 years younger than me. Interior: Nicole's house, bedroom, day. Nicole stands in front of the mirror and looks at her image. She then applies makeups to her face. She paints her lips red, darkens her eyes, etc. Nicole continued, voiceover: something in my heart told me to keep it. You are destined to be a mother. Why do you keep running away from your destiny? But my mind said to get rid of it as soon as possible. Don't ruin your freedom. Have fun till it lasts. In addition, a chubby image of myself that I dreaded flashed in my mind. I couldn't wait to get rid of it. I wasn't in a position to deal with that witch. I was a single mother who was raising 2 children by herself. I didn't need stress in my life. I had already had more stress than I could handle. Interior: Rockingham, living room, day. OJ and Nicole sit at the coffee table and talk without a sound. Nicole continued, voiceover: still, I wanted to hear what OJ had to say. He said, do what is right for you. It is your body. Listen to it. If you want to keep it, keep it. But I am not going to advise you to kill a baby. I turned a deaf ear to killing a baby. I pretend I didn't hear it. I was only 5 or 6 weeks pregnant. I missed my period 15 days ago. As far as I was concerned, it was not a baby. Interior: Nicole's house, living room, day. Nicole sits at the coffee table and makes a phone call. On her phone book, we see Joseph Perulli's number. He is not answering. Nicole hangs up the phone and calls him again. No respond. She hangs up the phone and goes to the kitchen. The camera follows her. Nicole continued, voiceover: it was nothing but sperm and an egg trying to get to know each other. They found out they had nothing in common and decided to go to separate ways, despite the fact they could have changed the course of history if things had worked in their favor. You know, I hated people accusing women of killing babies whenever we had an abortion. It's our body. It's our choice. Maybe I was looking for a reason to talk to OJ. I missed him. None of them loved me as much as OJ loved me. Nicole opens the refrigerator, grabs ice cream, and walks to the living room. Nicole sits at the coffee table and eats the ice cream. The TV is on. They are showing Casablanca starring Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman. Interior 3rd Street Promenade Day. Nicole and Brett Shaves walk down the strip. In 3rd Street Promenade, Santa Monica, Brett is talking to someone with his mobile phone. It seems that he is not really interested in Nicole. Nicole can feel it. Luckily, she sees a sunglasses kiosk. She walks up to the store, grabs sunglasses, and tires it on. Nicole looks at herself in a small mirror. It looks good on her. She wants Brett's opinion, but he is talking on the phone. Nicole doesn't bother to ask him. She looks at herself in the mirror more. Meanwhile, Brett sees an attractive girl at a restaurant sitting in the patio. Nearby, she is with her friend, enjoying her outing. She checks him out. Brett is interested in her but plays it cool. He says bye to the caller, hangs up the phone, and tells Nicole that he is hungry and wants to eat at the restaurant that the girl is at. Nicole is not hungry but agrees to check it out. She removes sunglasses and puts it down where she found it. They enter the patio. Brett looks at the girl. Nicole catches him but says nothing. Nicole continued, voiceover. It wasn't even close. They didn't have real feelings toward anything. They were like robots. Don't get me wrong. They were handsome. Some were polite. Others were slick. They did make me feel beautiful, sexy, smart, and special for the time being. But it was an act. Exterior restaurant patio minutes later. Nicole and Brett sit at 3rd Street Promenade and have supper. Nicole knows that Brett is interested in that girl. He keeps looking at her. But Nicole chooses to say nothing. She is trying to hold on to what she got. Nicole continued, voiceover. It didn't last. What I meant by robots is they were suffered from alexithymia. They had difficulty recognizing and expressing feelings that were genuine and passionate. They didn't know anything about how to love or be loved. At least OJ made my heart pound like a drum, even when he caused anguish to my soul. Interior beach, sunset. Nicole walks down the beach alone. There is joy in her heart, sweet memories. OJ's smile flashes in her mind. Her eyes are filled with tears. Tears fall by her cheeks. Nicole continued, voiceover. He said in the apology letter that he wrote me in 1989 that he had such emotional feeling towards me that were as high as any he has ever felt. It must be because of those feelings that he reacted so emotionally. I know that night, he hit me. I forgave him. But why couldn't they be like him? It wouldn't hurt for men to have a little bit passion in their souls. Interior Nicole's house, night. Nicole sits on the bed with her back resting on the bed frame. She is half naked. The bottom half of her body is covered with a blanket. Joseph puts on his clothes. It seems like they are done making love. He is about to leave. Nicole wants him to stay. She doesn't want to spend the night alone, but she chooses to say nothing. It seems that she is disappointed. Joseph zips up his pants, says bye, and leaves the room. Nicole gets up from the bed without a single drop of cloth, lights a cigarette, and smokes like a movie star who has a lot of things in her mind. Nicole continued, voiceover. They were merely interested in sex. But how could they make love to anyone without passion? That is the definition of sex, an expression of love and passion. They all wanted to get between my legs, release the stress and tension that they were carrying, and leave the crime scene. They thought that love was a crime. They wanted no part of it. It didn't feel right. I let them take advantage of me. They used me for fun. Maybe I made a mistake leaving OJ. When love was illegal or emotional or psychological or physical activities, he was my partner in crime. He stole my heart. I stole his. We made love like crazy. He loved me from the bottom of his heart. I loved him from the deepest core of my soul. In Starbucks day. Nicole and Faye sit at a table. Nicole has chai latte. Faye drinks mocha frappuccino. We see few young customers in the background. Faye, you can't live in the past. You have to move on with your life. Nicole, I think I made a mistake leaving OJ. Joseph is worse than anybody that I have ever met in my life. He doesn't even return my call. Faye, I told him to give you a call. Maybe he is busy. Be patient. He will call you. Nicole, I don't want to talk to him anymore. He is not interested in me. He was just using me. Faye, what about Brett? I thought that you were going out with him. Nicole, I caught him with another girl. I called him at his hotel room in Colorado where he was staying at. A girl picked up and gave him the phone. I asked him who she was. He said some girl who got stranded in the snow. I told him to go fuck himself and hanged up in his ear. I knew he was cheating on me. I had sensed it. I broke up with him. Faye, I have already warned you guys only want sex. My advice to you is play their game. Just allow yourself to be happy. Do some guy that you met at a club and don't call him. Nicole smiles in wonder. Nicole, I don't have the heart to do that. I'm an emotional person. If I have sex with a man, it would have to be for love. Faya, yeah, right. You didn't think about love when you give Keith Brentwood hello, did you? Nicole, OJ saw us. Faya, you have already told me. Right now, I am not interested in OJ. I'm interested in you. I want you to let go your fears. Nicole, what fear? Faye, you are afraid to be happy. Nicole, why would I be afraid of being happy? All I want in life is to be happy. Faye, wanting to be happy and being happy are two different things. It's like saying I want $20 million, but I have only $20 in my bank account. When you want something in life, you have to go after it. Don't let anyone dull your sparkle. Go after your passion. God is not going to judge you. Nicole, God will always judge us no matter what we do. That is why he gave us the 10 Commandments to follow. Faye, do you know what was my worst fear as a child? I thought the world was going to end in 1975. It affected my life. I prayed day and night. I wanted to go to heaven and be with God when I die. I was living in fear. In 1975, nothing happened. The world didn't end. I became free. Everything is in your head. God is not going to stop you from becoming the person you want to be. Nicole. What is that? Faye, happy. Nicole, I am happy with God. He has given me everything I wanted. I don't want to bother him. Faye, stop lying to yourself. You are in denial. You are miserable. Guys continue to take advantage of your vulnerability. You let them play you. Now it is time to turn the tables on them. Fuck a guy. Get up in the middle of the night, give him a kiss on the cheek, and leave without making a sound. Nicole, you are a femme fatale. Faye, humorously, no, I am not a femme fatale. I am a saint. I am Mother Teresa. Except I lost my virginity to Jesus Christ at the age of 14 in bright daylight. They laugh. Nicole, I don't think God is going to forgive you for that. Faye, God is not going to forgive me for a lot of things. But I am happy. I am at peace with myself. Nicole, is that so? Faye, I can't complain. Things are going my way. I have the world at my feet. Nicole, what bothers you the most? Faye, nothing really bothers me. Except when I'm upset, I crave cocaine. Nicole, you crave cocaine even if you are happy. Faye, there were days that I couldn't live without cocaine. It used to be part of my everyday life. Now I do it every now and then when I feel numb. Nicole, cocaine is a highly addictive substance. It will ruin your life. Faye, I was addicted to it. I relapsed after my sister died earlier this year. I admitted myself at Betty Ford Center in February and kicked the addiction for good. Nicole, I am sorry to hear that. Losing your sister is painful, but you still snore a lot of cocaine. You have to be careful. They might put you back in the treatment center. Faye, do not worry about me. I can take care of myself. What is more important is that you are happy. Loosen up. We have to find you a man who can satisfy you sexually and emotionally. But he has to be rich. Someone has to pay for our trips. At the rate we are going to be broke soon. Nicole, I want to open a coffee shop. Faye, I was thinking the same thing. Every time I walk into a Starbucks, I wish I had my own coffee shop too. Nicole, why don't we open a coffee shop together? Faya, are you serious? Nicole, how much would it cost? Faya, I don't know. It shouldn't cost more than 100 grand. Nicole, $100,000. Faya, approximately. I will come up with 50 grand. You chip the rest. We are going to be a proud owner of a coffee shop. Nicole, what do you want to call it? Faye, we will call it Rosa Roja. It means red rose in Spanish. Nicole, how do you say white rose in Spanish? Faye, Rosa Blanca. Nicole, white is my favorite color. It is a symbol of innocence and purity. Faya, red is my favorite color. It is a symbol of passion and courage, but if you like white, we can call it Rosa Blanca. It sounds like a coffee shop in heaven. Nicole, no, it has to be neutral. You like red, I like white. We mix them together, we get pink. What is pink rose in Spanish? Faya, Rosa Rosada. Nicole, Rosa Rosada. It sounds sexy. Let's call it Rosa Rosada Coffee House. Faya, just Rosa Rosada. Leave out coffee house. Nicole, If you leave out coffee house, how would they know it is a coffee shop? They will think it is a strip club. They share small laughter. Faya, when you go to Starbucks, it doesn't say Starbucks Coffee House. It just says Starbucks, the same thing. We will call it Rosa Rosada. People would hear about it through word of mouth. Before you know it, the place would be packed with aspiring artists and poets. Nicole. If you start saving money, I start saving money too. Faye. Deal. She gives her pink finger. Nicole. Deal. Nicole gives her pink finger too. They make a pact. Faye. How do you say pink rose in German? Nicole. Pink rose is pink rose. But we said, with German accent, pinky rose. Faye. It sounds sexy but strong. How do you say red rose in German? Nicole. Rot rose. Faye. Humorously. Rotten rose. Nicole. No. Rot rose. Faye. I am kidding. Rot rose. It sounds like a rat eating a rose. A rat eats a rose. They laugh more. Nicole. Jokingly. We will have rats in the menu. Faye. Huh. I hate rats. They are disgusting. Nicole. I heard in China they eat rats. Faye. In China they eat anything. There are close to 1 billion people live in China. Soon they will start eating each other. Nicole doesn't care about that. Nicole. I love China. It is a big country. I have always wanted to see the Great Wall and spend some time at the Forbidden City in Beijing. Faye. We will visit the entire continent of Asia when we become rich, but how do you say white rose in German? Nicole. Weiss rose. Faye. It sounds erotic. Weiss rose. Nicole, correcting her. Weiss rose. Faye, jokingly. Where is the rose? Nicole smiles in beauty. Faye. Weiss rose. Wise ass rose. I am bad at picking up accent. You are natural. Nicole. Dennis and I spoke nothing but German. We didn't learn English till we enrolled in kindergarten, but later on we stopped speaking in Germany to learn English. My German is bad. I knew little. Faye, where were you born? Nicole, Frankfurt, West Germany. Faye, we have to go to Frankfurt for your birthday. Nicole, OJ and I went there for my 23rd birthday. Faye, we will go there again and party like 1999. They talk without a sound. Nicole continued, voiceover. I came to America when I was 3. But I lost my route. I became a beach girl. Anyhow, I don't know whether to trust Faye or not. She was carefree. It seemed nothing would get in her way. But drugs. She lived her life boldly. She stood up for herself and her friends. She kept it real. But at the same time, she was mysterious. Nobody knew what she was thinking. I couldn't figure her out. It felt like she was hiding something. Something forbidden, something dangerous, something seductive but fatal, like the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden. On the soundtrack, music plays melodiously. They continue to talk without a sound. Exterior Brentwood, day. Nicole and Cora. Walk down sidewalk in Brentwood. They have just finished running. They are heading toward Nicole's house. Nicole and Cora walk. Brentwood, day. Nicole and Cora walk down sidewalk in Brentwood. They have just finished running. They are heading toward Nicole's house. Cora. I just don't trust her. She is a gold digger. She only hangs around with people who have money. If you have only free coupons in your purses, she wouldn't even look at you. Nicole, I am not that rich. Cora, she is using you. She knows that you got money from your divorce settlement. Wait till you run on money and see if she will remain your friend. She is a snake. Nicole, we are planning to open a coffee shop for $90,000, 50 to 50. I told her I would chip in $45,000, and she said she would pay the rest. Cora, you must be joking. Nicole, it is a done deal. She said she had talked to people who run coffee shop. Cora, do you believe her? Nicole, she sounds convincing. Cora, Faye always sounds convincing because she is a liar. It is in her DNA. She can't help it. You have to understand she is temperamental. She can't be trusted. She only talks the talk, but she can't walk the walk. She is not up to the challenge. She can't even run an ice cream stand, let alone run a coffee shop. Nicole, why don't you give her a chance? Cora, Running a coffee shop requires skills and a lot of responsibilities. To begin with, you have to know what kind of coffee customers prefer. There are Colombian coffee, Brazilian coffee, African coffee, and Arabian coffee. The two major coffees are Arabica and Robusta. Arabian coffee is smooth. It has sweeter taste but less caffeine. On the other hand, Robusta is stronger. It tastes bitter, but it has a lot of caffeine. If you can't tell between them, how can you open a coffee shop? Nicole, you know a lot about coffee. Cora, not only coffee that you have to be worried about, but there are also other items. You have been in Starbucks a lot of times, haven't you? You have seen items they sell. They sell a lot of things: packaged goods, candies, cookies, tea, and others. You have to make contacts with a lot of companies and order items. You just don't buy a building and call it a coffee shop. It is headache. Nicole, you can't learn anything overnight. Cora, I don't doubt you. You can do anything that you set your mind on. But I don't trust Faye. What has she ever done in her life? She just jumps from one rich husband to the next, steal their money or suck their blood like a vampire and leave them in the lurch. Nicole, why do you hate Faye so much? Cora, I don't hate her. I just don't like her. Nicole, what is the difference? Cora, the difference is hate is too strong of a word. Such as I hate evil. I hate rapists. I hate serial killers. I hate people who sexually molest children. On the contrary, not to like someone or dislike is a feeling of distaste. Not in favor of something, or someone. It is not your cup of tea. You don't want to associate with that person. It is less than hate. And Faye is high maintenance. I just had a bad feeling about her. She uses people for her benefit. She is a stuck-up. She thinks she is better than everybody. Nicole, that is not true. Cora. Okay, let me ask you this. Why do you like Faye? Nicole, she is my friend. Cora, I know she is your friend. But what do you like about her? Nicole, she is fun to be around. She is honest. She speaks her mind. She is funny. And she doesn't care about what other people think. She is free-spirited. Cora, she is a drug addict. You can't do business with a drug addict. She just got out from Betty Ford Center. She doesn't fuck with me because I know her game. Nicole, do you think she had a bad influence on me? Cora, I just can't stand her. She is arrogant. Nicole, she is not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Cora, has she ever asked you to borrow money? Nicole, not really. Cora, have you lent her money? Nicole, I might have given her $1,000 or two, just to keep it. You know, she needed $1,200 to get a root canal. I just gave her $2,000 as a gift for her birthday. Cora, you see what I mean. She is attracted to money like a moth to a flame. Don't you ever lend her money again. She will never pay you back. Nicole, I know that. But I trust her. Cora, what I don't understand is how you guys are planning to open a coffee shop. Okay, the plan is you pay half, she pays half. How much money does she have in her bank account? None. Do you still trust her? Nicole, she is the only friend I got beside you. Cora, I am always here for you. If you need anything, just talk to me. They continue to walk down the street. We pull out with a nice camera work. Interior Nicole's house, living room, day. Nicole sits on the sofa, watching OJ and the Naked Gun 2 who plays Nordberg. Sydney sits on the floor, coloring a coloring book. Justin plays with toys. Nicole is keeping an eye on them. Nicole, I missed OJ. He was with Paula. He was happy and I was miserable. I thought it was supposed to be the other way around. When you leave someone, you expect that person to suffer. Or at least think about what he lost and why he lost it. You don't expect him to move on, as if nothing happened, and be jolly. One thing continued to amaze me about OJ was that he always had a smile on his face. He was the king of sense of humor. It seemed like he was always having fun. I mean, I had seen him getting mad and turning into a monster. I had seen him being earnest. I had seen him laying down the law. I had seen him being slick, toying with my emotions and all. But that wasn't the OJ that I fell in love with. He had inner joy in his soul, and when he allows himself to be cheerful, it lighted his face with delight. He was like a big baby. He never took things seriously. I missed that OJ. The one who smiled like the sun in Africa and turned my sorrow into bliss. The one who made my day brighter. The one who pulled tricks out of his sleeve, just being himself or goofing around. The one who surprised me with love and kindness. The one who made me forget all my problems. Sometimes, a guy doesn't have to do anything to make your day. All he has to do is poke fun at himself and make you laugh. Nicole sees OJ making fool of himself in the movie, and couldn't help herself but laugh and wonder. Meanwhile, she continues to keep an eye on the children. Her mother instinct doesn't allow her to neglect them even for 1 minute. Exterior Jerry's house, night. An established shot of Jerry's house in Aspen. Interior Jerry House, party night. A big house party is in progress. It is New Year Eve, December 31st, 1992. People mingle with each other. Nicole, Faye, Kato, and a man named Grant Kramer talk. Kato is in the middle of telling them a joke. Kato. Men fall in love with beautiful girls, and they don't care if a girl is rich or poor. They don't care if she can put two and two together and solve a problem. Add or subtract. They don't care if she can read or not. As far as work is concerned, they don't mind if she stays home 24/7 or goes to shopping with her friends and turns the world upside down. They don't want her to pick up a thing in her life. On the other hand, women fall in love with handsome men, but they want him to get his butt off the couch and look for a job. It doesn't matter if a woman is super rich or a queen. She wants you to act accordingly. It makes no difference if you are handsome or not. But there is exception to the rule. This rich woman in Beverly Hills that I know started dating a handsome man. He was a bum. He had never worked in his life. All he did was sit on a couch and play video game day and night. He treated her like shit. She asked him when he was going to come to the bedroom and make love to her. He said that he would be there as soon as he finished the game. He was on round 17. She told him to hurry up. You have been playing the whole day. He said that he had to reach round 30 to beat the main villain. If she kept nagging him, he would die, which meant that he had to start from 0. And if he started for 0, no dick for her pussy. Gebesh? He told her you have to change the battery for your vibrator. It will be a long night. She said, fine. I am going to a club. I will be right back. He said, don't forget to bring me pizza when you get back. I am hungry like a wolf. I would have eaten your pussy, but it is salty. The doctor said too much sodium in the diet can lead to high blood pressure, heart disease, and stroke, and it can make my penis shrink. She asked him, why don't you order pizza yourself? I gave you $30,000 2 weeks ago to buy grocery. He said, I use the money to purchase a motorcycle. I ride it when I go to a strip club. Chicks dig it. They ask me to ride on the back of my motorcycle and go fast. She told him, I didn't know you go to a strip club. I am ashamed of you. He said, baby, why are you trying to control me? The reason you want to be with me is because I am handsome. You have to take the good with bad. She said, I am sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. I will buy you Aston Martin for your birthday. He said, no, I don't want Aston Martin. Fuck that shit. I want a private jet for my birthday. She got him a private jet for his birthday. He flew the jet, crashed it, and died in the accident. She paid millions of dollars and cloned him and started a new cycle. They all laugh moderately. Faye. He is an asshole. I don't care if he is handsome or not or he's Jesus Christ. If he doesn't have a job, I will throw him out of the house. Grant. People do anything for love. Faye. I would do anything for love, but I won't take shit from anybody. Grant. When you fall in love with someone, you stop caring about yourself and start taking their feelings into consideration. That is the definition of love. Their needs come before yours. Faye. Not that Bum's needs come before mine. He is not a man. He is a parasite. Grant. I am not talking about him. That was a joke. Kato just made it up. I am talking about in general. Looks at Nicole. Sometimes you should give a thought to their emotions and find out what they are made of. Kato. I will tell you that guy is made of rotten eggs. He treated his girlfriend like a hooker, despite the fact she bought him a jet. They all laugh modestly. Faye. Me, I don't care if a person is poor or rich, handsome or okay looking. I need a man who loves and respects me for who I am. I believe that falling in love is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It occurs over time. Of course, you see a handsome man and you become attracted to that person. But that is infatuation. It is not real love. Let's say I am smitten with a good-looking man. If he treats me like a second option, what is the point of falling in love with that person in the first place? He's wasting my time. Kato. Joking. She has a point. That bum is a waste of her time. Grant. Everybody is different. Love at first sight can be a powerful force of human attraction. There are movies, plays, and books that comment on the impact of love at first sight has on society, such as Romeo and Juliet. Love is a chemical reaction in the brain. Your brain produces dopamine and oxytocin. Oxytocin boosts feelings of attachment, sense of security, and faith. Dopamine is a wonderful feeling. What happiness is all about. You couldn't help but let your guard down and invite the person into your heart. You find yourself on cloud 9 whenever you think about them. You feel joy whenever you see them. You trust them. You feel safe around them. But above everything, you become addicted to them. Nicole, who is quiet, is taken by what he says. Faye. Nick is sucker for love at first sight. She saw O.J. Simpson, the football player, the guy in Hertz commercial. She didn't even know who he was and fell in love with him. Later, she found out that he was a superstar, the greatest running back in the history of football and a movie star. And she was only 17 or maybe 18. She moved with him. 8 years later, they got married, but he treated her like an object. She divorced him. Now, you said love at first sight. She is not going to start thinking about him. Kato, I didn't know that she was married to O.J. Simpson. You are talking about the guy in the Naked Gun, right, Faye? That is him. She divorced him 2.5 months ago. They actually separated at the beginning of February, but they finalized it in the middle of October. Kato. That dude is funny in the Naked Gun. I am sort of a comedian. I like a silly role like that. I don't really take myself too seriously. Nicole. OJ has never taken himself seriously in his life. He is like the Naked Gun character in real life. Faye. She means he is a fool. Nicole. OJ is not a fool. He is smart. But he goofs around a lot like a little kid. Faye.